welcome to anyone that's watching this. Thank you very much. This is part 5 of my Disco Elysium walkthrough. I made some great progress in the last one, sort of. I mean, there's a lot of book reading, a lot of board game playing, but I'm very excited for this one. It's Wednesday, in-game, not in real life. Wednesday was last night. But we get to go across the waterway, finally, where about like half the map is, almost as like big as what we've seen so far. So yeah, I'll have some things to do, some ways to pass the time, because this game does not make it easy to pass the time. Here we are, Henry Dubois, just as we like to see him. Looking good. I'm going to take this bag out of my hand and replace it with a substance, because as per usual, let's start the day with some Pyrovidon. Is that a real drug, or is that like made in the game? Because everything else they do is real. Alright. Damaged health, but that's fine. Still got 3 health on the go. Actually, that bottle's driving me crazy. Can I not pick that up? Oh, maybe because that's like the starting bottle in the game. It doesn't allow you to pick it up. I've never tried to do that before. But hey, there's some coins. You win some, you lose some. I wonder if she will answer the door on day 3.
The door is closed.
Knock again, much harder.
Still nothing. You should punch a fucking hole in it.
I could yell fucking whore. The only reason I do it is maybe get their attention. Alright, let's do it.
That felt good. Everyone is a whore. Now punch a hole in the door. Don't. Everyone is a whore. What does that even mean?
I think I might have tried this.
And walk away.
I might have tried this, but I was with Kim, so it wouldn't allow it. So let's see what happens.
You slam your fist into the vinyl. It does not produce a hole.
Nothing.
The door sits sturdily in the frame, and your fist hurts. This was all a very good, normal thing to do. Not to mention,
something tells me I've done that before. Alright. Let's enter the day. I'm going to have to focus on making money today, too, because I only have 5 real. Oh, Kim, good morning. It's great to see you. Is this guy here before?
You look like shit.
Wow. You're one to talk. Look at this guy.
And I don't mean that as a metaphor.
You look like shit.
Wow. You seem stable and in control. Allow me to say, alcohol really seems to have had a positive effect on you.
Who is this guy?
Know what you want.
His tone is impatient.
Okay, so this guy is cool. He stands there like a statue. An angry statue. And he does not like you.
Kim, who is this guy? I think I can figure it out myself because I'm a cop.
There's something that binds you to him. Some kind of an outfit, maybe.
That's not a good start to the stream. An animal control uniform, a nurse's uniform? What is he dressed as? I'll say animal control.
The police of animals, yes.
Listen, don't make anything out of it, but do you work for animal control?
Well, I am interacting with the most dangerous animal of them all. You. I'd say yes. I'm animal control.
You think I'm dangerous?
To yourself? Yes, extremely.
Oh, Weremob, what's up, man?
Can we
Van
help you with
Weremouth in the
something?
chat. I'm embarrassed, man. I just lost this roll, and I should have won it. Horse-faced woman. So, can we help you with something? Who is this guy?
I'm not getting involved in this.
Wow.
It's not my style, he thinks, glancing at the man in sunglasses and the woman beside him. Oh boy, they're mad at him. No wonder. He just doesn't recognize them.
Well, I'm interrogating this guy first thing in the morning.
About what?
Hey,
you
welcome
don't
to the
look
chat,
like
guys.
a cop. You know what you look like?
You know what you look like? Like a prophet? Like a megastar.
Yes, a superstar cop. A Of course. This again. No.
I am an alcoholic superstar cop. I've just been going down that path fully. As well as sort of an ultra-liberal, which I didn't really mean to do. So, yeah.
The man in sunglasses nods.
Watch
I'll
out
be
for
back.
yourself, loser.
Oh, yeah, Ben.
Voice, so very familiar. Did you hear it when calling to your station and reporting your badge missing?
Oh, fuck. Perception picked up my ball drop here. Your voice.
Oh,
I recognize
really?
it.
I wonder where.
I lost my badge recently when I called in to report. It was report it missing. You were there. Yeah, Ben, my guy's an alcoholic who was on a bender and he lost his gun and his badge, and I think this guy's like looking for me.
That's the where you remember me from?
This dickhead. I have memory trouble.
You don't say. Goodbye then. The voice thing was a coincidence. Run along, asshole.
Alright. I'm pretty sure I failed that interaction that was meant to go better, but I'll come back.
Hi, gendarme. Another rendezvous.
Oh, it's the smoker. Hello. Hi.
Hi. So what brings you here?
He's so different. It's such a weird, it's like my character has a crush on this guy. Tell me again about the muscular type who came to investigate the crime. I met your Sunday friend.
You did? And how did you like him?
You were right, he was magical, magically bureaucratic. Yeah.
I told you, he can be very useful. I guess that's the charm of powerful people.
What are you two? Yeah, I think there are a couple.
Friends, I told you. Sunday friends. Friends who like to get together from time to time.
I know what that means.
That he won't be there when times get tough, I guess. It
Is
is.
that even a friend?
On Sundays.
I don't want to talk about other people, I want to talk about you.
What about me, gendarme?
Well, I just lost a roll of 72, so maybe I can make it back with this roll of 42. Oh, cheers to that.
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground?
Could he be a member of the homosexual underground? Celebrating the first successful roll of this stream.
Yes, this man is definitely one of the homos. I've seen them homos with my own eyes.
Jesus. Physical instrument.
This sexual thing seems interesting. Ask around. Become involved.
Are you part of the homosexual underground?
The homosexual underground?
The smoker sits up immediately, his eyes wide with amused surprise. A honeyed smile lingers on his lips. Okay, so he's not offended, that's good.
Why, yes I am, officer. Why? Do you want to investigate?
Yeah, I wanna hear more about
Oh,
it.
it's a pleasure group. A sub rosa pleasure group congregating in cellars under the cover of night. Saturday night. Sometimes even Friday night.
What about Thursday?
Or Thursday night. Sometimes the congregating doesn't even end. It carries on into our daily life.
But what? I'm just asking him what gay people do at this point.
Oh, we're ambitious. We want to destroy the last vestiges of meaning. The last things people in Rebishol have to hold on to. The true symbols of security. The meaning of man and woman, mother and father. Their marriage. Everything will be constantly shifting and moving under our rule. The future will belong to a circus of identities just spinning around, surreal and unreal. You won't even know who you are anymore.
But I like knowing who I am. Does it have anything to do with disco? I want to go deeper with this.
Yes, we listen to a lot of disco. Some say we engineered disco to spread our vision of a vertiginous, ever-changing society, where all there is a razzle-dazzle of gold. We are going to change the family unit with all this razzmatazz and finger dancing. And with mysteries. Of course, the mysteries are also of sexual nature. Very esoteric.
That much fun should be illegal.
Ah, but for the better part of history, it has been illegal.
It isn't anymore?
No.
I don't remember this. Interaction. I thought this character was just gone after that last interrogation. What if I can't remember whether I'm in or not? What if I can't remember anything about my life, aside from the fact that I like disco?
Beautiful. Beautiful. That's exactly what we're looking for. Who knows, maybe you were homosexual in the past. Maybe all of that has been repressed.
He circles his hands around you.
I have to say that you do look like someone who might be part of the underground. You have that very distinctive, I can't understand what's going on here look.
I have to think about it.
Do think about it, officer. Absolutely wonderful.
The homosexual underground. I didn't know you could choose to be gay in this game. I think I might do it.
Bye-bye, gendarme.
Goodbye, gendarme. Don't know what that means. What do you think, Ben? Should I go gay? I think it's a pretty funny option. I'm gonna have to... I'm trying to, like, slowly... I try to balance the stat points. You can either unlock a new thought every time you level up, or put up one of your stats, and... I mean, all of my motoric stats are through the roof. Physique as well. Oh, I just had a thought. Speaking of stats... If I have any clothes that put up my spirit to corpse, I'll be able to figure out who that guy is. Perfect. Oh, that one already put it up. Nope. I'm hooped. I really like that kimono still. Consider putting it on. Alright. Well. No point in wasting time. Let's just head right to the bridge. There's that hippie guy who hates me now, unfortunately. I lied to him. Alright, fellas, what's the word? Tell me we're getting this done here. Can't talk to him.
A rusting control panel with loose wires dangling out from the hole where an indicator... You grab the handle and pull the lever up. As soon as the metal connects against the contact pins, you hear a loud clunk. Then, the water lock starts moving.
Perfect. It's glorious. It's what we've been waiting for here. Forms a nifty little bridge. Cheers, buddy.
Okay, if we ever need to get to the coast, then this is the way. But please, contain your wanderlust for now. I don't want us to get sidetracked, not with everything that's going on.
Focus on one thing, achieve it, then the next, he thinks. That's the task chain.
Alright. I don't really care for the spirit to corpse, this caught mind. But a whole new area to explore, lots of things to click. Hums with electricity, some money. Beautiful. Oh, it's on the other side. It was sort of weird, those three guys over there that I wasn't able to talk to or click on or anything. They looked like the union workers that are on strike. Breaker box to power the radion pylon below me. Maybe there's something inside. Money. Alright. Doesn't make a lot of sense, but we'll take it. Oh, what is this? A creaking head, a broken axle grinding. There's a car in a hole in the ice. A bottle drained of all its booze is frozen to the ice. Damn it, can't pick it up then. More money.
A banged-up motor carriage lies half-submerged in the icy water, slowly sinking into the Insulindian Ocean. Only the cabin top, rear wheels, and the engine remain visible. It must be cold and lonely down there, in the icy water.
It's like feeling bad for this car.
The seawater has already started to corrode the metalworks.
This is where the tracks on the plaza were leading to.
It appears to be so.
Let's investigate.
I agree. We should definitely investigate.
I think Kim knows exactly what's going on.
You get a sudden, sinking feeling. Stomach acid comes up as you look at the motor carriage in the deep, dark, cold water. Why the doom and gloom? It's just a sunken motor carriage. Some motor carriages are bound to end up in the sea.
Huh. What does it make of this MC? How long's it been here?
The ice hasn't closed around the vehicle yet. My guess is it's been here since last Saturday or Sunday.
What's the make of this MC? Can I see a logo?
The logo is too deep in the murky water. You can't make it out, but you do see a monkfish float by. The motor carriage is properly stuck in the ice. Getting it out would require a team of specialists.
Well,
A single
obviously.
day in the salty seawater would ruin most vehicles, but this one looks worn even in places the salt water hasn't touched it.
Hello? Hello, hello? Hello? Hello, hello? Oh, jeez. Alright. Looks like Jacob how do you say that name? IRW. Journey came to an abrupt end here.
Your mocking tone finds no response, but the motion of the waves.
Response. Did you say something, Lieutenant? Yes, yes, rub your chin. Crazy recklessness. I think it's pretty obvious at this point, this is my motor carriage, and I have fucked up tremendously.
Yes, yes. Crazy recklessness. I'd say it has been here since last Saturday or something. Let's
What
wait
should
for
we
the
do?
low tide and see what's inside.
How long does it take for low tide?
I don't know. An hour or two, tops?
I'm gonna take this chance to sit on the swing and wait for the tide to recede. It's always better to pass some time, kill some time when you can.
As you sit down in the old, rusty playground, the world around you becomes very silent. The hinges creak under your weight, dangerously so. Nothing but the sound of seagulls high above in the sky, echoing like distant laughter. Ice cracks around the blue motor carriage in the sea.
Should I try whistle a tune? My drama's pretty terrible, but let's go for it.
The tune on your lips
Yes!
forms a strange, yet undeniably beautiful contrast with the surrounding bleakness. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance, then, still looking straight ahead, he joins you with a higher pitched and slightly more melodic trill.
Oh, that's beautiful.
The wind blows. In the distance, behind the church, some vagrants are having an argument over a bag of tear they found in the reeds. Further away, a flock of seagulls lands.
Alright.
The clouds pass in the sky, and the shadow of the swing moves like the hour hand on a timepiece. 30 minutes have passed.
Let's pass
Looks
some
like
more
this
time.
might take a while. Time to present a good topic for discussion.
So was your dad also, point to your eyes? Jesus. The tide sure is taking its time. Would you rather sit in an anthill for an hour or stand in a river of leeches? Oh, Jesus. The anthill for sure.
Well, historically, leeches have been used to prevent and even cure many ailments.
Now, leeches are so creepy and gross.
Clouds on the horizon grow darker, and the shadow of the swing set keeps climbing. You hear the distant rumble of the city. 30 minutes pass.
Guy in the chat, would you rather sit in an anthill for a half hour or a river of leeches? If you have a side with either the strikers or the shipping company, who would you choose? Oh, that's interesting.
Luckily, I am already a member of an independent organization, and therefore do not have to choose between a rock and a hot place.
But if someone put a gun to your head,
Your voice echoes on the water, strange and out of place in the environment. 30 more minutes pass.
Can you make out the marquee now?
Detective, I've been able to make out the mark ever since we arrived. I find it odd that you haven't. It's a Coupris, Model 40.
His eyes turn to you.
Yes. Why haven't you?
It is a simple and rugged machine, favored by working men, government offices, firefighters, animal control people. You know,
all right.
Those kinds of people.
I think it's time to face the music here. All right.
Yes, 41. What do you think it stands for?
41 is the rank of the underground street racing hierarchy. Small fish, this one. 41, huh? The street racer is quite the ladies' man. District precinct?
A precinct, yes. A police precinct. Precinct 41. Your precinct.
Yep.
A massive pit opens up in your stomach, and the most terrible feeling comes over you.
Oh man, that is a terrible feeling.
Oh God, Harry.
In real life, I mean.
Oh God, Harry. What did you do? No. Just no. Say no to this, Harry.
I'm just gonna face the music here.
I'm afraid so, yes. It looks like you drove your police motor carriage into the sea after you jumped across the canal.
The badge, the gun, and this? Things are going well when we were just whistling.
You can still whistle. Besides, the night is always darkest before the dawn.
Yeah, that's pretty good. I can still fix it.
That is very unlikely. All the electrics are toast. That goes for the electromagnetic steering and brake systems as well. You'd be lucky to find one undamaged component in there. In a few months, there will be nothing but rust left of this vehicle. It'll be cheaper to buy a new one.
Wow.
Well, not cheaper. This motor carriage costs 40,000 real. But in the long run, it still makes more sense to buy a new machine than try to refurbish this.
I couldn't even pay a hostel bill.
Let's face it, this is a substantial loss to your district's budget. I mean, my station only has 4 other vehicles in addition to my kinema.
Wow. Well, at least I can see what's in there now. Maybe a gun or a badge. How good would that be?
Yes. Let's go take a look.
Find the traffic hooligan. It was me the whole time. Like Vince McMahon as the higher power. Footprints lead away from the accident. Uh-oh. Maybe people have already been in my car. The ice just off the coast, crackle and shifting. Is that a badge? Oh my goodness. RCM commander's jacket and a badge. I found my badge.
Yes?
Maybe I have to look at the badge first to get it. Maybe while I'm here. Actually, I'm gonna unlock another thought. I'm gonna join the homosexual underground. I've been thinking about it, and it's just too funny an option not to try out, you know. You see mysterious strangers in the night leaning against sunlit doorways, engaged in hushed conversation. A shadowy cabal exchanging looks, whispering in dark alleys and unmarked locales. A radical cell conspiring against the state and perhaps even against a man and woman. Is that a secret handshake? What's going on? Who are these secretive people? How will they accomplish their sinister and world-altering goals? And most importantly, are you one of them? You could be. Maybe you forgot. But I don't want to be someone who's like thinks gay people are like this crazy, you know, conspiracy group. I thought it was just choosing to be gay. Well, you know, let's see what happens. Anything in there? Danged up fuel canister. Maybe that'll come in handy. First off, what's this? Spirit to corpse and visual calculus. Versus my spirit to corpse or shivers. This looks weird though. I don't like how it looks with my pants. Stick with this thing for now. The Jeff the Drunk look continues. Items? Interact? There's that badge. I think this is going to unlock a lot of experience.
A police badge on which you see the photo of a man. You. Some seaweed is stuck to the back.
Seaweed stuck to
At least something good came out of all this.
Oh, 10 experience? I thought that would be a full 70.
Encased between two durable plastic sheets is a bluish card with lines of information and a watermark in the shape of the street grid of Revachol West.
Continue.
You see a photo, a name, a rank, a document number, the date of issue, and, in the lower right corner, your precinct.
Precinct 41.
Yes, it's the designation of your precinct. 41. Like mine says 57. The 57th is mostly industrial harbor. A lot of asphalt. The 41st is...
He stops. What?
It's a tough station to work in. You have all of Jamrock to cover. That district should have 3 precincts, but money is what it is.
Oh, wow.
It's no wonder you are like you are, he thinks. But then again, it's a legendary district, and a hell of a station too. It must be an honor and a curse to work with people like Price, McCoy, Berdiaeva.
Wow. Kim's spirit to corpses must be through the roof.
He knew all those people, although they're not from his station. They must be big. The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information.
The photo.
The man keeps winking at you with his green-gray eyes. The photo is old, no doubt about that.
How old?
8, maybe 10 years. The guy in the picture is rather good-looking. He's got a nice haircut and is distinctly lacking in massive sideburns.
And he's winking.
What do you think? His face is already contorted by the expression, although it looks less grotesque on him than it does on you now. It looks better on him because he isn't in as much pain while producing it as you are now. Although there's already a hint of that pain, certainly.
I knew there was going to be something about his face. There's always something that...
The badge in your hand shines as you rotate it, catching light. You see lines of information on it. And...
That's just the serial number. Revachol, Jamrock, Precinct 41.
Right.
Lieutenant W. Freighter.
What's W. Freighter?
The lieutenant is a rank above sergeant and below captain. It's the highest rank in the RCM that still does field work. I am a lieutenant.
And W. Freighter?
The title of Freighter is added to your rank when you decline a promotion to a higher rank. In your case, captain. You have declined twice, thus you're W. Freighter.
I could be captain?
There are many reasons one would do this. The rank above you in your precinct's décomptage might be taken, or sometimes promoted officers do not want to replace their superiors, out of respect. And sometimes they just prefer the type of police work available to their current rank, in your case, lieutenant.
Heavy-duty case-solving machine.
I thought my rank was drunk.
Yes, apparently you've had a rather successful career in the past, and this leads me to believe maybe your current situation is only temporary.
Oh, that's great. Thanks, gives me hope.
Good.
What's a decomptage?
Décomptage is the hierarchical system employed by the Revachol Citizens Militia. It means counting down to 2s. The lowest rank is junior officer, usually teenagers. Then there are the patrol officers, then sergeants, lieutenants, then a captain. That's basically it, except for a few kings.
What kinks?
Kings like satellite officers and the additionally a freighter rank I already explained.
So you've been putting up with all my bullshit because I'm your superior?
No, I've been putting up with you because despite an unconventional approach, you are doing good police work. It matters more than driving your motor carriage into the sea. And now we've even found your badge.
Wow.
He trusts you, for now.
That's great.
Such a small yet precious thing. Expensive paper caught between thick plastic, like a fly in amber. It reads...
Name Harrier Dubois. Harrier and Harry are different.
Harrier? That's long for Harry. So you are Harry. Evrard was half right. Probably not a lot of people know your full name. Whoever told him you're Harry Dubois didn't.
Harrier Dubois it is. Accept it.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, Harrier Dubois.
He's
Weird.
not going to call you Harrier. He'll keep calling you officer when he's angry with you, and detective when he's not. The badge in your hands shines as you rotate it,
All
catching
right.
light.
Date of
You see-
issue.
4 months ago. I'm guessing that's when you were promoted to the rank of Lieutenant W. Freighter. A new badge usually comes with a new rank. You seem to have been doing well then.
I've never heard of that term, Euphreter. I wonder if that's a real word or not.
The case created a lot of edge you have to take off. The death march really gets us going.
Put the badge away. Alright, well, I've done everything I could with that badge. And what was this? I assume I'll just... Yeah, there you go. You can just sell all the shit in here. You never really do anything with it. I wish it gave me the option of giving back Kim's blue pen that I borrowed a few episodes ago. Because he gave it to me so reluctantly. I don't want to sell it. Alright, we got a couple boats here. Canoes. There's a boat tucked away underneath the tarpaulin cover. Well, now I know for sure. The stairs here. Sorry if it's frustrating watching me walk around. I get stuck in just the simplest areas. Through the broken glass, dusty shelves, and a forgotten chair. It's a pretty empty shack. You see a dark red chair in the dim lights of the room. Oh, a bow tie. Bow knot. Would that replace something? Oh yeah, of course, my necktie. What does it do? 2 drama. That's pretty good. Versus my 1 Inland Empire. It looks stupid, that's for sure. But 2 drama, come on. And it's not like I really use my Inland Empire. I actually find it sort of annoying when Inland Empire pipes up. Cold breeze is enough to make the wall planks creak. What's this? Another postcard. Which I still don't know what to do with. I sold a few of them and I'm terrified that was the wrong thing to do, but you have to make ends meet. Take it too long. Maybe it's time for a cigarette. Just chill out a bit. Oh, I think it's... I don't get how that works. If I'm holding 2 things, it doesn't work? Yeah, I guess that's the case. Intellect through the roof. It is funny that cigarettes raise your intellect for some reason. Sounds of life in the north, a washboard scrubs filth from fabric. Oh, there's a hobo over there, I think. Cinder blocks charred, a makeshift fire pit with magazines for lighting. Yikes. Oh, it's a whole bunch of guys. The bushes are too thick. How do I get over to those weirdos? Check out these barrels as well. Perfect. Just found some speed. Maybe maybe I just found someone's stash.
The worn and beaten wooden planks of the bench do not look overly comforting.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder. Let's go.
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant Kitsuragi is gone.
I don't know, can you send... Oh, hey, how's it going, man? I don't know if you can send Kim away, or maybe if you have like a worse relationship with him, he leaves you. But I would never want that. He's my buddy, so I guess I'll never get to use a bench. Oh. Free pair of trousers? Let's check those out. Currently, I've got my Faun modular track pants. I don't see myself replacing those anytime soon. Intersolidary Kingdom of Conscious moralist pants. I don't really want to be a moralist, and my Faun pants are so good. I'm pretty sure I was a moralist last time to avoid being a fence rider, so I'm going to stick with my ultra-liberal chosen path. White curtains have been drawn shut. No looking in. Quick travel unlocked. Oh, that's handy. I'm pretty sure I didn't even get a map the first time I played, so this is great. More money. Construction material. Whoever planned to build this house left in a hurry. Just a half-built house. Oh, who's this old lady? I feel like this whole area is very depressing. This lady's probably going to be a depressing conversation. The woman next to a bucket of clothes hums an odd melody. Her eyes are closed.
You're not sure about the melody, but it might be South Samaran, possibly Sigayan, also known as the Apricot Sujunti.
Welcome to the fishing village. Please lean in closer. I have cataracts.
Alright. I mean, she seems nice. It is a pretty depressing first thing to say, but...
Then how does she know you're here?
How does she know I'm here? I'm going to ask.
I still have a golden ear. Come, come.
She beckons you towards her. Lean forward.
Oh, welcome, police officer. We don't cause any trouble around here. And we don't want any trouble either.
Even this blind woman has realized that I'm a cop and she does not like me. Oh, hey, Bafko. I don't know if that's possible, but we'll find out.
We are not here to cause any trouble, madame.
What he said, we're cops. We don't cause trouble. We're cops. We're hellraisers. Point your finger pistols at her.
No, you're not. I've seen you around here before. 12 years ago. You didn't raise any hell. You were quite helpful, actually. But still, in Martinez, you're considered an ill omen.
What? If I'm considered an ill omen, why hasn't anyone told me that?
Maybe they are afraid.
Why?
Because you're an ill omen. But you're still welcome here. As long as men with guns aren't chasing you. And maybe even then. Because that's the kind of fishing village we've built.
Not to be rude, but this fishing village looks like shit, lady.
I'm sorry there's not a lot of room to park the motor carriage. And not a lot of houses. Or a lot of people. My kids are long gone, searching for treasure. So are others. Ah, look at me ramble on. What brings you to us?
Where could someone be staying around here?
Stay? Most people here are trying to leave.
Of course.
That said, if lodgings is what you're looking for, I've got a free room in the shack.
Oh, that's awesome. How much is it?
I won't charge you for it. Take it as a gesture of goodwill from the village to the RCM.
If there's this other guy, Gart, who makes me give him money every night.
That's exactly how they get ya. That's why we built our own cinder block houses on the seaside. So we don't have to give money to those crooks. We might not look like much, but they are ours.
Well, I'm definitely taking this.
Don't make an old woman regret opening her house to the police.
I'm tired of being worried about having 20 riel at the end of the day, so this is great.
Well, if you are not in the hostel in the morning, I'll know where to find you. Here, in a shack.
Kim does not approve of the decision. Tell me about yourself. I want to know more.
No one. Just an old washerwoman. Mother called me Isabel, if that's what you're asking. And my married name is Sadie.
Okay.
Now it's your turn, Mr...
I'm going to tell her, Lieutenant W. Freighter, Harrier Dubois.
Quite a handle you got there. So many titles. One of them, double.
Yeah, that is a good handle, actually. I was asked to get your signature. Hand her the envelope. Oh, no. So this is Everard, who's a corrupt monster, put me up to getting these people to sign this envelope, which I'm positive is fucking them over in some way. And this lady just lent me a nice house. However, I've committed to working with Everard. I want to see where the story goes, so... Sorry, lady, your days are numbered in this fishing village, I think.
Eh? What's this about? Come now, I can't read all the scribble. Tell me what it says.
I'm not gonna have her kicked out, or killed, sorry, but I think I'm gonna have her evicted, and she's blind. It's just a real estate deal, nothing ominous. Everett wants to turn part of the village into a youth center. I could just completely lie to a blind woman.
A deal with who? It's the Border Union, isn't it?
Yes, it's the union.
Thought so. So what do the Clare brothers want this time?
He wants to turn part of the village into a little youth center.
Huh. I might be half blind, but it looks like part of the village is gonna be a street. The best part. The part we need to get out of our houses. Have you asked Lillian about this? I won't even consider signing till I know she's on board.
Okay, well, I gotta go convince Lillian then. She's pretty smart, though.
Yes, you do that. Can't let fat Mr. Clare down now, can you?
Wow, she knows exactly who this Everett is. Can't see into the house from this angle. Tory Simulator 2023.
Days.
It's
The
hilarious.
layer of paint has started to peel off due to the salt and wind from the sea. Even the lock looks slightly rusted.
And it's right after she gave me this shack.
I'll wait outside to give you some time and privacy to check out your new living arrangement. But just so you know, after we are done with the day, I'll still be staying in the whirling in rags for the night. We'll meet in front of the shack in the morning.
The key turns with a satisfying click.
You weren't even
can
invited
enter
to
the
my
shack
shack.
now.
I'd be so thrilled in real life if someone just gave me a shack to live in. Like this room for free. You see the waves, the sea at church. Oh, a whole new song in this game.
On the table, you see a bowl of water, a rough soap, and next to it, a small hand mirror. A straight razor soaks inside the wash basin.
Time to get these mutton chops off. Yeah, looking at my portrait in the bottom left there, he does sort of look like shit. What do you say, Balco? Should I shave off the mutton chops? Is shaving the right call? Alright, I'm just gonna do it because I can. It's 92%, and it feels good to get the good rolls.
Like an artist with a brush or a master swordsman, you use the small mirror and the straight razor with some soap to remove all that unkempt hair from below the nose line.
Beautiful.
The sharp blade chafes against your skin, reducing the scratching sound. The surface underneath the beard
That's
feels
funny.
tender, the air brushing against it chilly.
I never will shave my beard in real life. Feel your clean shaven
They
cheeks.
feel so smooth, surprisingly so.
Oh, beautiful. It
A
healed
feeling
me.
of
They feel
freshness
so good.
overcomes you, as if you just came from a cold bath.
My guy looks a lot better. He looks like a classic, like, alcoholic now. He's, like, still trying to shave and make himself look okay. This intricate heat engine hums quietly. What's this new thought? The floorboards creak. Old science fictions, magazines, books about bird watching, and almanac.
A brisk coastal wind still howls against the window of the shack. Occasionally, the waves crawl in under the foundation, producing a low hum.
Listen.
The room feels muffled, like you pulled your hat over your ears. Outside, it is cold and windy, but you're inside, and it feels safe and warm.
What is this place to you?
My new hangout where I could silently drink and die while looking at the waves roll in. Holy shit. My forward base for the coastal part of the operation, it's free, that's good enough. I could live here. That's how I feel about it.
Waves crash onto the beach, drowning the reeds. Far to the south, a congregation gathers to a soup kitchen in a shelter for the homeless. An old woman gives out knitted scarves for free. This could have been you. This could still be you. A down-on-his-luck nobody, trying to survive.
Thank you, Strange Sensation, for a fair assessment of the current situation.
Outside, The howl of the wind has picked up. The waves crash against the stilts again. It's as if you think the thought, but in someone else's voice.
Look under the floorboards.
Jeez, that's so creepy. But it's probably some good advice. How do I look under the floorboards? Well, I'll check this box. Oh wow, I like the look of that. A Korachev jacket. What does Korachev mean? A swanky checkered jacket flatters your form in a way that makes you feel the fun. Kind of serious. Wow, the bow tie paired with the jacket. And you know what? I don't really give a shit about Spirit to Corpse or Shivers. I think I'm going to stick with this look. The hat would be a step too far, but I'll stick with the cowboy hat for now. Check the bed.
The bed is comforting, if a bit run down. Still, you've earned a rest.
No time to rest yet. Alright.
On the table, you see...
So there's no option to check the floorboards. Why would it tell me to do it? Do I need a pry bar in my hand, maybe? To pry the floor open? Or maybe I can access it outside. Inside you hear the sound of some sort of new heater sputtering. What's in this Jeffrey Dahmer barrel in the corner? 50p. Oh, I wonder if this is that lady.
Hi, officer.
A woman in a raincoat stands on the quay, considering an overturned boat. A sword and a scabbard hangs from her hip. She has a
Factory
sword?
balanced. Bakelite and stainless steel.
Anything I can help you with?
As always, I am the lawbringer.
You've graduated to Lawbringer now?
That's a pretty sick name.
Men with authority have their quirks. Comes with never being second-guessed about anything.
She waves you off.
So what brings you here, Lawbringer?
Bringer of the law. Alright, new thought. I have questions. The first is, what is your name?
The name is Lillian. People call me Netpicker.
That is her.
I think I have time for questions. What are the other ones?
Ask her about the cool sword. Helps to break the ice.
Nice sword, pointed her. The sword.
Unfortunately, the factory sold this one with a 3-year warranty instead of a story. It's to intimidate folks, mostly.
It is imposing.
It's a regular mass-produced sword, like a shovel or an axe. Nothing fancy, just for intimidation.
Is there any way for me to get this sword through this conversation? I would love to have a sword.
From time to time, people need a lesson in respect. That's just the way it is. Back in the day, I caught the eyes of many men. And believe me, men need a lesson in manners from time to time.
Can I borrow the sword? Here we go.
No, I'm afraid not.
Fuck.
Attempting to confiscate the blade I used to keep these animals in check, you would put me in an early grave.
Damn it.
Is she flirting with you? A little? You think she might be?
Why don't more women arm themselves if it's so efficient?
What makes you think
Effective.
we haven't? The truth is that almost everyone in this life is scared and tired and stupid and too dull for that. That goes for men too. But they put on an act for us. Pretend like everything's good and living in shit doesn't bother them. Like anyone falls for that.
That's very depressing.
That does not go for real men. It does not go for you. Show her. Show her the wonder. Coach means expression.
Behold, point to the expression on your face. This will blow her mind, I bet. Do you like it?
Sure. It looks as if you could face down any horror in the world with that same unchanging grin. It's like a shield.
I think this is going well for me. I think
The traces of her laughter
have broken
are still
the ice.
there, in her eyes, fading fast.
So where are all the men there now?
Some went to patch their wounds, their lesson learned. Others were more thick-headed. And one of them, I ended up marrying.
Where's your husband?
Gone.
Gone. He's probably dead, but I'm going to ask anyway.
To the waves. The sea took him. It was a long time ago.
Jesus. Was he murdered?
The lieutenant shakes his head again.
I have to know.
Yeah. By himself. Inadvertently. He never respected the sea. Went out there drunk like a skunk, and sure enough, one day, he didn't come back. Now, before you tell me how sorry you are for my loss, know that it was 4 years ago, and I've moved on. There's only so much mourning you can do for a drunk with sinewy muscles.
Sinewy.
She really likes those muscles, though. It's in the way she pronounces sinewy.
I caught that too, if you noticed. You should have thrown yourself in the waves after him. Jesus. I'm not going to say that. Time really is the best cure for sorrow, huh? It's healthy to let go and move on. Yeah, death is nothing. I shit on death.
I don't. But us working folk don't have the luxury to be bedsick with melancholy. I buried him, mourned for an appropriate amount of time, and went on. Life didn't really change that much for me and the kids.
Where two little kids are playing with what looks like rocks. I saw those kids earlier.
This is neither a touchy nor a very interesting topic for her.
Wow.
She looks like she's ready to go on a date with another, better, drunk. Ask her. Both of you could need some action.
I could try get her on a date, but it's only a 3% chance. It's -1 because Kim's presence makes it awkward. And I don't know a good spot yet. I have to explore the coast. I'm happy there's tons to explore, but I'm gonna push this envelope thing. Man, maybe this was meant to be after all. Bafko is encouraging me to go for the lady. That's me putting it nicely. And I will, once I come back from exploring the coast. I'm not going to go for the role now. It's a 3%. It's like a waste. I got to come back. Plus, I have to fuck over her and her family first with this envelope.
Are you? This says by signing, I agree to living with construction noise. What exactly is the Union building?
Everett's planning to turn some of the village into a youth center.
What a nice idea. Wouldn't have thought that...
Here, use my pen. Give her your pen.
He has a pen and everything.
She takes it from you, a doubtful look in her eyes, clicks it and places the tip on paper.
Here you go.
She signed it? No big deal? Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. I think that was a big mistake, unfortunately. I will come back and try to pass this. It's just a waste of time, 3%. Oh. She says, God damn it, I just bought that net. I thought she had instant regret. The boat is floating freely in the water, unmoored. That's pretty creepy, just a boat floating out there on its own. If you saw that, you'd probably think someone, like, died recently. What do you think? I think it's time to take some speed. Let's keep this party going. The one before was a downer, but now I need to be an upper detective. Damaged morale, but it also gives you morale, so it sort of evens out. And also, what are these boots all about? Franco-Cidrian cavalry boots. +1 perception is great. +1 to indirect modes of taxation, affluent moneymaker man. Right, so I don't really care for that as much. I'm definitely sticking with these cavalry boots. Perception +1. The ladder leads to a school of fish swimming in the kelp. What's in this box? Cash. I thought it was going to be a human head. You know, while I'm here, I might as well shore up this other one.
Our tenant, the policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
I got Lillian's signature. Now will you sign the papers?
Lillian should let her sword make her decisions. The girl just doesn't have the head for it. Either way, I won't sign.
What? You promised.
You need to check your facts, officer. I said no such thing.
That's true.
True. She only said she wouldn't even consider signing before Lillian.
So it was a test?
Lillian's not the only one who's too thirsty.
What do you have against the Union?
I've seen it all before. You think they've got our interests at heart? Rich men are always selling poor men promises we never planned to keep.
She pulls a dark red rag out of the bucket and puts it back.
Then the poor get pushed out of their homes and the rich get a little richer. That's the way it goes. So, no, I don't trust the fat man, and neither should you.
She is headstrong, but there's a slight hesitation in there. You may be able to convince her.
Can I raise my suggestion at all?
Just us. It's barely a village anymore. We almost don't exist.
Sometimes just talking to her, getting to know her,
This is pretty
can
much a
raise
non-place.
raise my
A
chance.
gap, a blank spot on the map, just a cluster of nameless shacks on a nameless street.
Gotta be something here.
Over there, you can find more of the same. Shacks and trees growing wild. That's the pox.
The pox.
Between here and Jamrock, a
What's
dusty
the pox?
An old military hospital and its surroundings. Or it used to be, during the time of the suzerain. After the war, it was turned into a goodwill hospital for shell-shock veterans and folks looking for some quiet in the old sanatorium gardens. Now the area is crisscrossed with nameless streets and makeshift cinder block houses. Shacks as far as the eye can see.
What happened?
The goodwill ran out. The staff left and the place was shut down. It's long gone by now.
Is there a way to make money here?
Here? For you? No, officer. The only money we have here is some coins the drunks tried hiding from their women and then forgot about.
undercarts, boats, in little boxes. It's not hard to find.
Who else lives here?
Well, there's Lillian and her kids. A few new folks live in the house to the east, but they're away right now.
Maybe it was those homeless-looking guys I saw. Maybe they have a home.
And then there's the drunks. Not a pretty sight, but there's little we can do about it. Home is home, even for them.
Okay, no, those are the guys. The drunks.
Lillian is tough. Tougher than the men here, at least. If it wasn't for her and the kids, this place wouldn't have a spark of life left.
I haven't seen any of the drunks.
Sooner
though.
or later, you'll see for yourself.
She nods, rinsing another piece of cloth.
What's further down?
Not much. There's the abandoned church, the DeLorean Church of Humanity. It's been there since before my time, even.
Oh, right, the church. I forgot.
Some things just don't fly, officer. Look around. Who'd go to church here? They built it 300 years ago. Must have
Must have
been
been
nicer
nicer then.
then.
So, they don't hold services there anymore? The Ecclesiastes?
No, we've tried, but things just keep happening. Crime, accidents, other things. The place never stays open. It's a pity. It used to be such a nice church.
What else is there?
Before you get to the church, there's some ruins, an apartment complex, or some kind of electrical plant.
That sounds awesome.
Run-down bunch of houses, empty.
What is it, though? Apartments or electrical plant?
I don't know exactly. A pre-war place. It used to be something. Before the war. I wasn't here then, you know. Was born in Samara.
Anything else?
Of note? The old fish market up on the boardwalk. But it's closed.
Alright, got it.
As I said, it's a peninsula. There's no one there. Just ghosts and vagrants. And teenagers making out.
I can't roll on 42, but I do think I have clothes that are going to raise my suggestion. Just go through. There's minus suggestion. There's +1 suggestion. Throw on that. That's actually a pretty sick look, too. What else? Another minus suggestion. Fuck, I thought I'd have 2 at least. But then can I do a drug that raises... If this hasn't worn off, I'll do it again. So I've just raised my suggestion by 2 points. I'm hoping that'll put it in at least the 70 range. And I can get this done. Maybe go to Everett.
The policeman. I hope the waves don't keep you up at night. What can I help you with?
This is the moment.
Logic and reason won't work on this old bat.
Come on.
Better go for shameless emotional manipulation. What's the grandmother's deepest vulnerability?
I'm going to emotionally manipulate her? Oh,
the
no.
grandmother card will do the trick. Last chance to turn back.
What's going to happen to the children?
What do you mean? What's going to happen? We are gonna grow up, of course.
Continue.
I raised my own kids in this village, and they are doing fine for themselves.
Are they here now?
No. They moved to Faubourg for work.
And what do you think Lily Ann's kids are going to do?
Well, I imagine they'll grow up and leave too.
You've got her. Now just reel her in.
And then what?
Then...
The old woman exhales. She stares at the ground, unable to finish the thought.
You have her. Now twist the knife. Wait. Let her come to it herself.
I could say, look, this village isn't what it used to be. It's a dilapidated shithole. I'm going to say nothing. Listen to suggestion. I don't believe the Fat Man's Youth Center is going to change anything, but what other choice do we have? It's not like the coalition government's coming to save us. For some reason, they didn't play that, but that's what she said.
I won't be around much longer anyway. Not with the dampness in my bones. If they want to take a chance, who am I to stop them?
You gotta put the kids first. Oh my god.
We do. We do. But how do we do that?
You can start by signing these papers. I've got a pen right here.
Reluctantly, she takes the pen from your hand, scribbles her name on the line, and hands everything back to you.
I feel terrible. Oh no.
See that you didn't just get us all screwed. I might be half blind, but I have a good memory for treachery.
Okay.
Let's go, Melit.
He's not dissatisfied with you, but with himself.
About the document you signed, Everett plans to muscle you out with construction noise. Not what I'm gonna say. Sorry. She should have stuck to her guns, let's be honest. Talk to the kiddo?
The scruffy-haired little boy kicks a stone. He can't be more than 5 years old.
5-year-old kid?
The other one looks indistinguishable from him. He watches his brother kick the stone with his tongue lolling out of his mouth.
You guys look identical.
The stone-kicking one becomes frantic all of a sudden, as if that's something to be scared of. The obvious fact that you just stated.
He looks just like me.
Yeah, I said that.
The boy doesn't answer. His brother throws another rock. Both of their hair is covered in some kind of dirt. The rock kicker was just being shy, but now he's enthusiastic again.
You're bad with kids.
The lieutenant remarks with evident glee. And what are you, the Kidmaster General?
Maybe I am. Now, how about some actual police work? We are not getting anything.
Yeah. I don't want to do anything with kids. It's funny how games, they sort of shy away from doing some stuff with kids. Like, I remember Fallout, the few times they added kids, like, you couldn't kill them like other characters, which is good. I mean, I don't know, actually. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Book, a primer for small kids. I have a book. I'm going to save that if I ever need to pass some time. I want to see if I can get under the floorboards of this house. Because I haven't forgotten that weird cryptic message I got. But is there no way over there? Alright. Well, that was a waste of time. I'll go inside this house if I can. Is that another kid? It feels safe and warm in here, not like outside. What's this kid doing here?
Hello, mister.
Little Lily. A young girl, barely 4 or 5, sits on the sofa. She is looking at you with frank curiosity.
She clutches a small stuffed animal. Occasionally, she twirls it around.
Are you Liliana's daughter?
Yes, I am. Little Lily. You know my mom?
Yes, we met earlier.
That's nice. My mom is great. She's never angry or anything.
Are the twins outside your brother? I already know that. What's that? Point to the stuffed bird.
It's a grouse.
A grouse? Is that a
You
real
might be
bird?
able to get on Garth's good side. If you replace the broken skewer, you almost certainly broke.
Wow. Can I have it? I know someone who really likes stuffed birds.
Sure, just go and get it. I don't like it anyway. It looks angry.
Alright. You just need to grab it from the ceiling and go.
That's hilarious. And what's the thing you're holding?
It's Lammy. He's my friend. Sort of. Like...
She holds the fuzzy beast up to demonstrate.
Lambie is a stuffed lamb that, admittedly, has seen better days. One of the eye buttons is missing, and the fur is tattered in several parts.
Looks like he's falling apart.
Yes. Lammy has lived a long life. Lammy was a...
Revisholian?
No! That's not it! You know where you are, Lammy?
I think she means revolutionary.
Yes!
Alright, I'm done talking to this kid. That was getting annoying. I will take the bird, though. That's so weird. Like, so Gart, he's just been taxidermying this bird the entire game for like the 3 days straight now on the counter. I just went and found one for him. Industrial coal pellets. I can't really rob these people. Other than the bird, I guess I just did rob them. Can you do anything with it? No, it's just an item. I bet I could sell it as well. That sounds pretty good. The white envelope.
You take the legal documents out of the envelope. A 12 to 40 month construction.
Alright, I've already looked at that envelope, I remembered. Sometimes it's tough, because when I was playing it the first 2 parts of this game, it's like a month ago at this point. A little black swallow circles above you. You hear it chirrup. What's that? The beams are splintered. The bridge didn't collapse on its own. Artillery broke it. Damn. There was a war here. This whole swamp, this whole coastal area, it's also like depressing, like post-war, just such a vibe. You could really do a stand-up show here. These people could use a laugh. The rear tire of a motor carriage adorns these reeds. Quick travel unlocked. The church. Okay. I didn't even mean to come here. A kick drum pulse. The music is coming from somewhere on the ice. You didn't crash every MC in Revachol, hopefully. Oh, it's just saying it's not my car, the crashed one. Listeners saying it looks like Blackpool. Absolutely. I think I'm going to come to the... what's meant to be the casino.
A metal payphone under a yellow plastic dome. You could use it to call someone, unless you're out of change.
Who could I call? Let's try it out.
You hear the tone. The machine is inoperable.
Put it in, dial a random number, crank call somebody.
Calling. Still calling. This feels wrong. Should you be doing this?
I love Kim just watching.
End of tone. Someone picks up.
Oh.
Pierre? Is that you, Pierre?
The voice is a female and sounds about 100 years old.
Say you're not Pierre. That seems like a better idea. You don't know why.
I might be, but no, this is not Pierre.
Do you have any news about Pierre?
Pierre is dead, sorry.
What a pity. I'm afraid I won't be coming to the funeral. There. Chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum?
Her voice is drowned in white noise. Sounds like waves washing a beach, growing in volume until the call suddenly disconnects.
Did you walk into the ocean?
You get a sinking feeling. It makes you look if Lieutenant Kitsuragi overheard you. To your relief, he did not.
Wow, I think I just killed a woman. Let's try again.
Calling. Still calling. Again? Seriously? Someone with a masculine voice picks up.
Hello, Gerard speaking.
Gerard, what a douche name. Change it. Change your name.
What are you, like 5?
A woman's voice shouts something in the background, and when Gerard speaks up again, his voice is hushed.
Thanks for calling, asshole.
Phone hanging up.
Caused some marital problems with that one?
Disconnect tone.
What do you think? One more? Let's do one more.
Calling. 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 Still calling. Still calling.
Come on, pick up.
Stop calling me, man.
Someone picks up. The voice on the other end is slightly hysterical.
I'll get you your money, alright? I just need till tonight. Let me work.
Oh, wow. We could all be a bit kinder to each other, don't you think? Consider your debt paid. Maybe I could help him. I'm a cop.
The phone gets hanged up fast as lightning. All you hear is a
no.
little shuffle of nylon as the hand moves on the other end.
I definitely fucked that
Disconnect tone.
up. I should have stolen the money. I'm gonna do one more call to make up for it.
I'm tired.
A man answers fast this time. His voice is hoarse from cigarettes. You hear typing in the background.
Sounds like he hasn't talked to anyone in quite a while.
What are you tired of?
Writing. I hate writing so much. But I have to get back to it.
The man disappears. You do not hear. Lucky you. The call went too fast for the payphone to register. You can still make a new one without paying.
Dial a random number with your eyes closed.
You close your eyes and put your
double
index
6.
finger on the rotary dial. Then pull down on the number. Then move one up. And repeat the motion. Twice. Strange. This is not how you started before.
Keep dialing.
414447. The rotary dial feels cold from the sea air. 1117361. Your fingers keep moving like a spider. Every time the ring rotates back with a little ring of metal. Like a bell tolling. Yes. 451-67451. You are going deeper now. Into some unknown place. Far away from this island of matter and its telecommunication networks.
Finish it.
451. You have dialed God knows how many numbers. The headset has been waiting silently to relay a signal. Surely nothing can come of this, you think. But it does. A connection.
That's unbelievable.
An ultra-long-distance call. Your air fills with the crackle, the wash of a strange ocean full of white noise. A little bird starts ringing in there, not like the local calling tone before. No, a small ring in a cage of distortion. Far away, a distant network of phones, calling in the night. The saddest sound in the world. Both pitiful and terrifying. You feel your pulse rising with each ring.
The saddest sound in the world is a phone
Calling
ring.
still. The handset starts slipping from your sweaty palm. Your breathing is heavy.
Let it call more.
Calling still. Then the ocean breaks. Out of the depths, a woman's voice emerges. Small. The dearest thing you've ever heard.
This is wild.
Hello?
I woke her up. I am an ultra-high net worth individual. I understand how reality works. I have seen into it. My mind is clear. Let's try that.
You're not a high net worth individual, Harry. You're drunk.
You're drunk. Harry, how do you know my name?
Because it's me. Look, I don't understand what you're saying or why you're calling me. You seem drunk.
I'm not drunk. I'm high. That's true.
Oh, God.
Hey.
Do you know what time it is? It's so late here. It's 4 o'clock, Harry. I need to wake up in 2 hours.
I want to talk about who I am. You sound like you know me.
What do you want to talk about that we haven't talked about already?
I gotta get out of this conversation.
This is bad. You feel your right hand on the handset crimp. Your hand isn't moving. The headset hisses in your ear with evil sadness.
I think I'm fucked. I might die here. My health just lowered. I don't have any... I can't even look at my items. Oh, this is terrible. Where are you going in 2 hours?
To work.
Where?
The academy, where I work.
The academy. That sounds better than my job. I'm happy.
No response. Only a sound. The connection crackles like burning paper.
This is fucked.
What are you doing to yourself right now?
Catastrophic damage.
You need to stop, Harry. You'll die. Your hand isn't moving. The headset hisses in your ear with evil sadness.
This is like the most tense I've been in this game so far. I don't want to click anything. I am the law. I'm a detective. I'm not going to ask her to party.
She does not answer anymore.
I'm going to solve it.
Harry.
Disconnect tone. The machine ran out of money.
Whew. That's great. Fuck off. Let me leave this phone alone. That was intense. Talking to his ex that I've been trying to ignore this whole game.
Someone has left an unidentifiable article of clothing on this railing. It smells really bad.
Maybe later. I can't risk taking like a health hit or I can risk some morale, but... Do I have anything that can put my health up? I can smoke myself to death. But no. A coin-operated waiting machine hasn't been used in a decade. Not useful. Wacky glasses. Maybe useful. +1 and 2 encyclopedia. Who gives a shit about encyclopedia? It's one of the few I find boring. I'm also going to put on my old... Oh no, I wasn't wearing that. I was wearing... that. That's a look I'm happy with. Vagrants have recently painted the tarp red. Water drips from it. Could I pry bar this thing? There we go. Postcard. Makeshift roof. I'm glad I remembered that you could pry bar shit. I mean, that'd be easy to forget and then just miss out on stuff. A big wine canister, it's open and empty. Careful there, the floorboards look rotten and
The
weak.
smell. It's awful and familiar.
Oh, cover your
It
nose.
doesn't help. You can still smell it.
What is
Don't
it?
you recognize it? That hideous pungency, that faintly cloying sweetness. Only death smells like that.
I really hope I don't die
Something cold wakes in the pit of your stomach. Fear.
from this. This could be a health hit.
The lieutenant has already brought a handkerchief to his nose.
Eyes up, detective. Something's not right here.
Alright. I'm gonna do a save. I hate living in this fear that one wrong decision can kill me.
There's some tea, an empty cigarette package, and a crumpled kebab wrapper in the trash bin.
Examine the ciggies.
Whoever tossed it here was a heavy smoker. The brand name reads Red Astra. Now, this makes partying look bad. Still, don't let it sway you.
What is
You're
tear?
responsible.
Examine the tear.
2 empty bottles of Tallulah vodka and a can of black potent porter is all you find. No, there's more in there. Livis strawberry liquor, plus some Pilsner bottles too. Better not pick them up. They seem unhygienic.
A tragedy.
And then the kebab
You see
wrapper.
traces of mayonnaise and ketchup on it, as well as a tomato wedge. The wrapper reads, Shish Kebab Revachol. It's hard to concentrate in this.
Alright, maybe I need to check the dead body before I start looking at the garbage can.
A man lies on the boardwalk, his limbs bent and neck turned at an unnatural angle. Right next to him is an empty bottle of spirits. In his cramped hand, a chewing gum wrapper. Half of his body has slipped between the cracked boardwalk, starting with the right leg. The fall has left him broken, contorted like a sad puppet.
That's sad.
The smell is not as bad as a 2-week-old corpse, but it's definitely heading there.
Hold on.
The lieutenant squats next to the corpse and examines his face. 2 bulging eyes stare back at him, void of any signs of life.
Lividity is faintly pronounced. Whoever this is has been dead for 2 days. No longer. We need to investigate.
Another dead body. This is your job. Steel yourself.
Fuck.
Calm now. Carefully. Just another day. Just another dead body.
Study the man's clothes.
He's wearing mud-caked boots, beige trousers, and an old brown leather jacket with a bright blue lining. There are traces of kebab sauce on his chest.
Damn.
The leather jacket suits
That's
him
not
well.
how I want to go.
It must be custom made.
Search his pockets. Here we go.
You find some sunflower seeds and a rain-soaked library card folded into 2. His jacket feels sodden and heavy under your hand.
Good. We should take a look at that library card after this is done.
Study the man himself.
The man has fallen through a crack in the boardwalk and hit his head against the metal bench. Coagulated blood covers his black hair. One of his feet is still dangling through the hole. You have to be quite inebriated to fall that bad. Well over a liter of pure ethanol. 3 bottles of wine, or 1.5 of spirits.
1.5 bottle of spirits.
When damp, these boards are really slippery. Even a sober man could lose their balance here.
Examine his face.
His expression is dull, like the sea behind him. Drops of water shining on his mustache. His eyes, empty and wide, look frightening in their frozen gaze.
I love this body's just been here for 2 days and no one's come by.
Height, 170 to 175 centimeters. Curly hair, stout build. Age, approximately 50 to 60 years.
Study the surroundings.
There's some dried blood on the metal bench, right where the corpse's head rests. The floorboards are rotten and slippery wet around the hole. An empty bottle lies nearby. A chewing gum wrapper is clutched in his fist. Be very, very careful where you step here.
Examine the chewing gum wrapper.
Grabowski spearmint chewing gum. Green leaves on the cover. The man's mouth is half agape from the terror of the fall.
Look in.
The blackness of death. Stench. You think you see white chewing gum too. Confirmed. Nearly the whole pack is there. Solidified on his lower rear teeth.
He ate the whole pack, right? It's to cover the smell of alcohol before going home. The worst thing is, I've seen it before. Almost the same scenario. Even the chewing gum. It's always the same.
That is pretty tragic. Examine the bottle.
0.75 liter Tallulah vodka with its cap missing. There's hardly anything left inside.
Hardly anything?
It's mid-market spirits, with a slight touch of menthol. The man meant to enjoy himself, have a good time.
Tear all around us.
Step on the floorboards? I don't want to do that. Examine the man's head.
A dry chunk of blood covers the hair at the back of his head. An open wound. It's sticky and cold to your touch.
Yeah.
I don't see any other major wounds, do you?
No, just the one at the back of his head.
Seems like the head wound was fatal.
The entire boardwalk creaks in the wind as you take a step back.
What do you think happened here?
Death by misadventure. He slipped and fell through the boardwalk. A truly unfortunate accident. If it wouldn't have been for that bench, he'd be alive.
Do you think he was drunk?
Oh, yes.
What about alcohol poisoning and liver failure?
Some symptoms of acute alcohol poisoning could have definitely played a role here. Severe confusion, respiratory depression, unpredictable behavior. But I think that death arrived through head trauma, not liver failure.
What about the kebab?
What about it? The deceased ate some kebab. It's probably from a nearby place, maybe in the parks.
Someone should be held responsible for this broken boardwalk. It's dangerous.
They'll seal this place off after the news reaches the coalition officials. I doubt that they have enough resources to actually repair the boardwalk. Not that sealing it off would keep anyone away. All it does is keep the city council's hands clean.
Could it be related to the lynching? Probably not. Right.
It does seem to be a pretty straightforward misadventure. Although there's still a question of identifying the body.
Who is this man?
Looks like one of the locals. He'd have to know this spot to come here. You don't just walk over here. But that's just a lazy assumption. What do you think?
I think I gotta read this library card.
At least this man knew how to party. Imagine the same scene without the bottle. Now that would be just sad.
Looks like another old drunk to me.
And he was married.
Oh.
But let's try to not run ahead.
Oh no.
All we know is that he's an unidentified middle-aged man found dead on the Martinez Boardwalk.
In the last section of this Let's Play, I talked to this lady in front of the bookshop who didn't know where her husband is. When I suggested he was missing, she took it wrong, but I'm pretty sure mystery solved. What should we do with him?
From where I stand, I can see two options. We either take the case and follow the leads to identify the body on our own, or we report back to the station and leave this for our colleagues to handle.
Take the case.
Alright, we should first examine the library card you found. Then...
Alright, I'm into this. How close am I to... 25% done the homosexual underground, so we're getting there. Items. Not items, sorry, interactable items. It's a library card. I haven't had a library card in a good 20 years.
The library card is folded into two and still slightly wet to the touch. The front side reads, Central Jamrock Public Library Card, issued to Billy Mejean, expires July 53.
That's who we got here, Billy Mejean.
Whoever owns this card is an avid reader. You find a list of books written in blue pencil. Most of these titles seem to be in the sci-fi genre. Some thrillers too.
Let's check out that backside.
If lost, please return the card to the library. Dial 005.
Good. We should give them a call from my kinema. See if we can learn anything about Billy Mejean.
Good idea.
outside of that, we might be done.
Lies on the boardwalk.
Well, we'll come back, buddy. You just hang tight. Go. Alright, so one thing, I want to check out this. I had a thought during my break. I know I can fast travel now, I believe. So if I can fast travel to somewhere here. These are the white checks you found. You can try them again. Probably all impossible ones. Open containing door. Fuck, it doesn't tell me how to fast travel. Until I get my health boost, I just feel like I'm so vulnerable. Like, in fact, I've just done that autopsy, so I don't want to lose that progress. Nothing worse than losing progress, and I'm very new to streaming, but I couldn't imagine losing progress of a stream. I mean, having to replay it. Sounds terrible. Full of holes. Could the posts hold treasure? Yes. Come on, that's intuition. So my plan is, I'm gonna go mail the letters that Everard wants me to do his dirty work. I'm gonna go to the health food store and buy just a shitload of magnesium, heal up a bit. And then while I'm there, I might as well talk to the lady out front of the bookstore who I'm pretty sure is husband I just found. Which is tragic, but it is what it is. He shouldn't have been drinking so much on a rickety boardwalk, I guess. My character's one to talk. Someone has broken down the fence and the barbed wire. I gotta check what's in here. It's so easy to get sidetracked when you find a new area. No one's been here a long time. It's great for me. More money. The wind is corralled by 4-story buildings around the yard. Glory says the graffiti, the ghosts of us. Some sort of weird hangout, maybe. Someone has left their music collection. Oh! The smallest church in St. Anne. Is that the sad song I've been looking for? Birds in the birch tree, barely audible. Coos from above. This little area's got a lot to it. I think I've just found my sad song. Maybe I'll be able to do some karaoke. Some bottles there too. If I'm going to the grocery store, I might as well have as many bottles in hand as possible. It doesn't let you pick them up. Is it because I have a pry bar as well? I'm not trying to pick up a flashlight instead. No, these bottles are just unable to pick up. Makes no sense to me. Oh, sorry, the stairs are there. Traffic beyond the gate. More abandoned motor lorries. Healing item gain, magnesium. Ah, it's for morale, but I mean morale's super low as well. Fuck, if that was a health one, I would have been so happy there. Pry bar open. Jamrock Biker Cop Sunnies. Let's see what those look like. +1 empathy, -1 logic. Versus my +1 logic, -1 authority. I think I'm gonna keep my little logic bump. I like it. Sign says no entry. Someone scribbled an inverted star on it. Inverted star. Well, I'm sure I'll have to come back to that. Find some sort of key. You know how video games work. What is this box? Did I not look at this before?
Keep coming back.
Yeah, I have. You keep coming back, he says. Oh, and I'll make a call. Yeah, okay. Add that to the to-do list. Kim says we have to make a call from his car. Find out who the guy actually is before I confirm with his wife.
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
That is a good feeling.
Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel... Okay, here. I hope St. Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
I just spent way more money than I'd like to spend, but at least I know...
Again, I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health. Here you go, mister.
I haven't had a Pilsner in a while. I haven't had a drink this whole stream, and it's almost noon. I feel like I'm not doing my character justice. So I will crack the first one of the day. Drink him if you got him. I will not be drinking on this stream. That would be egregious.
The tear machine stands in the corner. Your bottles clunk into the machine.
Get 90 back? I didn't even realize I had that many bottles. Nothing wrong with that. And I like it because I sort of like being able to go back, do a few things. I don't have to explore all the new area all at once and just get through it and waste it all almost. These days are long.
You see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Tap on the fuel preheater? Did I not do that before?
As you tap on the gauge, the indicator pin jerks as if startled. It's in the large orange sector, indicating the engine is warm.
Now, that's enough fun with the foldable headlights. I know they are mesmerizing.
Okay, get that radio.
How may I assist you?
This is Firewalker. Reconnect me to the 40 workforce now. I need to report a dead body.
One moment. Can you please describe the body? Age, sex, cause of death?
An unidentified middle-aged man. Height, 170, 175 centimeters. Dark hair, medium build. Looks like he slipped, fell through a hole in the boardwalk, and hit his head against a metal bench.
We suspect he might have been inebriated when he fell. There were bottles all around him, and traces of vomit on his shirt.
Any signs of violence?
No, seems like it was an accident.
No field autopsy necessary.
You can hear her quickly typing in the background.
What about his belongings? Did you examine his clothes?
Boots, trousers, old leather jacket. I found a library card.
Any information on the library card?
Central Public Library. Belongs to a Billy Magine.
Good. You have a lead. Do you and Lieutenant Kitsuragi want to take the case, or should I assign it to someone else?
It's our case. Fuck off.
I have assigned the case to Lieutenant Kitsuragi. Please follow up on this library lead to identify the man. We'll send someone to take the body to the morgue. That's all for now. Thank you for reporting in. Is there anything else I can do for you?
Connect me to the public library. I'm right in the middle of the town.
Hold
Perfect.
on, officer. I've got Central Jamrock Public Library on the line, and I've already introduced you to their librarian. Connecting the call in 2, 1.
Yes, this is Central Jamrock Public Library here. How can I help you, officer?
A male librarian answers the call. I'm looking for any information that you can provide me on a Billy Magine, a reader.
Billy Majon, you said.
Majon, fuck.
Give me a moment, I'll have to check our
Maybe
database.
he said it wrong. You never know with this game.
On Moreau Drive in central Jamrock, in a darkened hall, lit by orange desk lamps far away from the noise outside. A middle-aged man taps commands into an old radio computer. A printout falls on the desk. Behind him, a lonely reader scours some dusty bookshelves, looking for a paperback.
Yes, hello, are you still there? I found Billy Majon's home address, is that alright? No phone number, unfortunately.
Yeah, home address is fine.
Here we go, sir. Rue de Saint-Ghislain, 33B, apartment number 20. It's in Martinez, I believe. Cape Side Apartments, it says. That's all.
That's where the smoker on the balcony lives, isn't it?
Oh, wow. Can I go into this guy's apartment? Do you have any other info?
It says here that they returned their last book just a few days ago, but I wasn't at work that day.
Do you know someone who was?
Marie? Marie? Do you remember a reader named Billy Majon? They returned a Tybalt book the other day.
I love the voices in this game. I just have to take a second to say.
Maurice, what? A woman yells. Then, yes, okay, if it was the police. She starts explaining something.
I didn't think he was going to say that.
Yes, it was my colleague Marie. She said that it was Billy's husband who returned the book. He also asked for this new sci-fi release, Lowe's Radio City 87, but we don't have it yet.
So Billy Majon is a woman, not a man? How did your colleague know that it was her husband?
Marie knows Billy. She's been working here longer than me. Sometimes her husband returns some books for her.
Do you know the husband's name?
Sorry, no. Marie only knows him by sight.
Fuck. Can Marie describe what he looked like?
Marie! She said it was an older man, and that she's pretty sure he'd had a drink or two the last time she saw him.
Classic this guy. The librarian turns away from the phone again and relays the question.
Sorry, Marie wasn't really paying any attention to that.
Alright, thank you.
Happy we could help. Goodbye, officer.
Anything else you need from me?
Connect me to Sylvie. Ignore Alice and press the button labeled saved.
As always, it's DJ Mesh and Fellatio, and you're listening to Freaks FM, bringing you the hottest, the nastiest, the most vulgar.
A flock of seagulls takes off nearby, startled by the roaring radio. Right away, the lieutenant reaches into the cabin and turns off the radio. He's not looking at you as he says,
Someone must have been messing with the radio, or maybe picked up a random frequency. You wanted a prime line, right?
Speed Freaks FM, huh? Look him in the eye.
Oh, is that what it was called?
He's trying hard to act surprised.
Go for it. Turn the radio back on while it's still on the Speed Freaks FM.
Pick up the radio.
Souped up motor carriage for one bad mama's boy.
This is only going to bring me and Kim closer in the end, I think.
God damn it.
Then he drinks.
Look, it helps me to stay alert on long nights, okay? It's a method. I'm not some kind of speed freak or...
What about the heavy of foot?
You would be too if you had this motor carriage.
He snaps half seriously.
But seriously, let's quit joking around, alright? We have a case to investigate.
This is Precinct 57. Can I connect it to someone?
There's no benefit there, no experience. Okay, I'm done with all these.
In the cabin, you see a set of...
I feel like if I go to the apartment, there's a chance I'll be able to walk into the old man's or to the dead guy's house. And I expected the wife to be standing there in front of the bookstore, so maybe she's in the apartment? That's the premise I'm working on. It's a day later in this apartment. I doubt anything is different, to be honest. There were a few doors on this other side that... See, she said she had to rush to get out of there, and she's still there. I wonder if that gives me any new dialogue options. Because she has lied to the police.
What now?
No.
Of course.
She's just living in this shelled out apartment. How can I?
A weathered brown door. The number reads 20.
This is it.
Something smells good. Soup allongio. The lieutenant motions to you to go ahead and knock.
Hold on, Kim. We should discuss this before. What should we expect?
Right. Let's talk this through.
He looks at the apartment door, lowers his voice.
You hear light footsteps passing by the door and some folk music playing on the radio.
We have our first preliminary identification. In all likelihood, the deceased is the husband of Billy Méjean. We need to confirm this, as well as deliver the death notification to Billy herself. Now, delivering a death notification is never an easy task. There's a reason why it's often called the most stressful part of our job. This is why it's usually done in pairs. You got this. I'll be monitoring reactions, ready to act if necessary.
Do you have any advice?
Dad, just don't say that you know how they feel. You don't.
That's some good advice, actually. I think people would probably resonate with that. Alright, I think I'm ready.
The lieutenant motions towards the door.
Hello? Who is it?
A voice calls from the other side.
And someone turns down the radio.
Look at the lieutenant first. Is this Billy Méjean's home? This is the police. Please open.
A moment, please. Give us a moment.
Tidying up. Nervously.
This is less...
Come in. The door is open.
This is gonna be brutal, actually. I almost don't really want to do this, but... You know, we're here. Plus, it's a new apartment to sort of ramsack and just take all the clothing. The same brand of cigarettes you found in the trash next to the deceased. Oh, jeez. The plot thickens. Package of humanitarian aid macaronis? Take it slow when exploring the... Okay, whatever. Some leftovers. It's a ton of information, but no items. Hello, detective. She's just cool with me, like, checking the house first. Alright. Well, let's break the news.
It's you, from the book stand. Did you come to bring my cockatoo back?
She smiles nervously before the smile vanishes from her face. Oh, no. She's so nice. This is terrible.
I don't think I introduced myself properly. I'm Billy. Would you like something to drink? Tea?
Don't worry.
Lemonade? We're out of coffee.
I clearly brought my own drink in my right hand.
The lieutenant has taken off his foggy glasses and is busy cleaning them in his handkerchief. For now, you're on your own here.
Thanks, I'm alright.
Is this about Victor, my husband? Is he in some kind of trouble again? I can come pick him up in the station if that's what.
It's so weird because I was randomly like, I think your husband might be dead earlier, I'm pretty sure, and it just ends up being true. So I look like a suspect to her, probably.
Keep it together. You don't want your body language to tell her the news.
Sorry, I'm rambling. It's just that Victor often gets into all kinds of trouble. So, how can I help you?
I noticed you were cooking something. You live here with Victor, your husband, right? Fuck. At 28, there's no way I can do this. My empathy's too low. And I don't have drugs in my hand to raise it.
It's me, Victor, and the kids here. We have 2 daughters, Jenny and Jolie.
They have 2 daughters. Where is everybody?
The girls are staying at their friend's place tonight. And Victor is...
She swallows visibly.
He has a problem with drinking. And so he disappears every now and then. He's probably in the parks drinking with his friends. I sent him to the library a few days ago, but I guess something came up.
There's something I have to tell you.
She folds.
I don't want to keep asking her questions about it. It's so uncomfortable.
Here it comes.
42. Kept your composure. So I don't think I can raise it any more than 42. I think 42 is the best I'm going to get. And that's not very good.
I don't want to.
No.
I don't want to do this. Force yourself. Slap yourself.
It seems there's part of me that just refuses to do this.
Do what?
Officer.
The lieutenant warns you.
You ruined it. Just say it now.
Your husband's dead. Fuck, I really didn't want to fail that one.
Excuse me? What? What did you say?
Take a health
She's
hit.
in pain. She's in so much pain. And so are you. Your chest is burning. You sense that the lieutenant is ready to say something. Don't let him.
We are very sorry to
Let him
inform
talk.
you, but your husband, Victor Mijon, was found dead this morning on the Martinez Boardwalk.
Kim, you could have just done that from the beginning, man.
Oh.
Her eyes pale like pearls in seawater.
Oh. But he was just...
She looks at the kitchen table where 2 cigarette butts are still in the tray.
I understand that this comes as a huge shock. I want you to know that me and my partner are here for you if you have any questions. We are very sorry for your loss, ma'am.
What happened to him? Tell me.
Trust me, ma'am, you don't want to know.
Why? It's that bad?
No.
Stupid. Why did you say that?
It looks like he slipped on the boardwalk. Fatally, I'm afraid. It was just a very unfortunate accident, although alcohol may have played a role.
And you just found him there? Lying in the cold?
She shakes her head.
How long had he been there?
Few days at least. I'm gonna be honest, maybe it can't hurt me.
She doesn't reply. Her eyes well up with tears as she struggles to keep it together. You hear the clock ticking in the children's room.
Ugh.
Is there anyone we could call for you? A friend, a family member, someone who could be here for you?
It's crushing.
No. I just need to tell my girls.
The air gets sucked up out of her lungs suddenly.
It burns like acid.
God. Should I call them? Should I tell them to come home?
Yes.
All right. I'll call them.
Oh, man.
She can't take much more. Her stomach is churning. Soon, she will have to go to the bathroom and scream.
Just tell me, what do I need to do next? Where is he? Can I see him?
He's still there on the boardwalk.
You haven't even taken him away?
There's alarm in her voice.
We have.
He
was taken to the city morgue. The local coroner will be contacting you shortly
didn't know
to
that.
arrange the funeral. Here's his number, in case you want to contact him earlier. Is there anything else that the RCM could do for you?
No, I'll call you if something comes up. I'm still a bit...
Sorry I couldn't do this. I have a brain condition.
A brain condition?
Yeah.
Yes, you're a total fucking horror show.
You know what? It doesn't matter. I'll just leave.
Again, if there's anything...
that actually damaged my real-life morale doing that.
She just nods, distant and inconsolable. The bed springs rattle beneath her as she begins to shake. These are her last reserves of strength. Her muscles will give in soon to a scream.
I'll take it from here.
We should step outside and talk.
I gave away the library card. Well, that's like about as tough as this game gets. I mean, fuck. I don't remember dealing with that. Oh no, and now Kim's gonna give me shit for not passing it.
So, the death notification.
I know I fucked up, Kim.
It's alright. Don't worry about it. I'll call the station when we're finished with the day, and let them know the name of the deceased.
What about Billy and her kids?
There's not much we can do for them anymore. And, officer, I've seen worse. This wasn't the worst I've seen, okay? Now let's go.
Oh. What a nice guy that Kim is. Only 50 skill points. I thought I was more than halfway to a next level. While I'm here, let's just check. None of these other apartments have become available. There's 2 more that could open up, maybe, as the game rolls on. Man, that was particularly brutal. Get out of here. Well, I think maybe it's time to go back to that area that I'd come from originally. So that I'd started this Let's Play doing. Let's try one more time. There must be a way to fast travel. Are they listed here? Nothing. Church, fisherman shack. Alright. Well, hey, this is a good time to say, if you're ever looking for a podcast to listen to, ever want some more of me for some reason, pass the time with, I do one called Game of Your Life every other Tuesday, or every other Thursday. I have a different comedian on, usually, and we just talk about a game that changed our lives. It's a fun thing I do. I think, I love talking video games. I love playing video games, clearly. A great way to pass the time. Can I talk to these guys yet? No? Alright. So yeah, check it out at anchor.fm/gameofyourlife. Follow on Twitter at GOYLpod or FunnyJordanD. I keep that going. All my other social media have FunnyJordanD. Gonna have a lot more comedy clips going up, things like that. And also thanks to follow Beck Comedy, Real Beck Comedy, I think that's what it is, or at Beck Comedy, who edits these together for me and does a great job of it. Does the clips as well. So yeah, let's keep going here. The underside of the boat's recently been tarred. I've never tarred a boat before, I gotta say. I don't know if I'm in the minority. Check up here. Did I miss stuff over here? I know there was those drunks that I could have spoken to. Seeing as I'm drunk, maybe I'll mix with them. We'll get together, perhaps. Can't go that way. Ah, fuck. I forgot to send the letter for Everart. Nice. A little more magnesium. That's good, because I sort of need it to top up. Alright, let's see what this guy looks like. Sort of looks like Super Mario here. And this guy's laying in the tube, man. Grumbles an unshaven man with a ruddy nose. He narrows his eyes at you as if in recognition. Then his head goes away.
The noxious odor emanating from the drunken man is strong and familiar.
Don't you call her? Yeah! Don't call her, Abigail!
I am the law.
You really don't have to. Besides, he won't understand you anyway.
Abigail. Oh, Abigail.
He mutters while trying to brush something off his extremely dirty trousers. His movements are slow and awkward. I'll call whoever I want. Don't tell me what to do.
Abigail. Don't call her.
He grunts, don't call her. He waves a finger in your general direction.
Never thought you'd see such a thing in your life. But this guy's a little too drunk.
Who are you? What's your name?
Don't call Abigail.
Why shouldn't I?
He snorts and beckons you to lean in closer.
I definitely shouldn't, but I'm going to.
Don't call Abigail. Don't call Abigail.
I love how his portrait is upside down.
Don't you fucking call her. Hear me? Abigail.
Alright, let's try talk to these other guys. Maybe they're not quite as fun.
Good to see you, friend. Do I have deals set up for you, buddy boy?
Oh. Good to see you too, friend.
So what do you want? I got smokes. They're cheap. Very cheap. I got Pilsner. Great deal. You won't get a better deal on that piss. Spirits I can let go for 300 real. I also have speed. And by speed, I mean amphetamine.
What the fuck? What does that 300 real bottle do?
See, friend, it's real valuable. Worth every real, if you catch my drift. Got it from a bit of a business venture.
No one can buy spirits for 300 real. Let him speak.
You know, it's funny, actually.
He's finding it difficult to focus his watery gaze.
What is?
What?
What do you mean, what? What did you think was funny earlier? Forget it, I want it.
Oh, yes. The spirits. That'll be 300 real.
Alright, I'm gonna buy another Pilsner just to have one on deck for after the one I got.
Bottoms up, Captain.
It's half the price of the shop. That's pretty good. You know what? I could pay 3 real for the spirits.
Finally came to your senses, buddy boy. Ain't nobody else. Sure, friend. A bottle of high-quality spirits coming right up. That'll be 3 real, and you're practically robbing me at this price.
Fuck.
In the civil...
I'll come back. I wish I didn't buy that Pilsner. I had the immediate buyer's remorse.
Hey, tequila!
A 30-something man clad in a 2-piece liquor tracksuit with stand-up Pilsner extends his hand in greeting.
Good to see you. How's business?
I'll
How's
shake
the
his
whole
hand.
reality situation treating you? So what's happening?
Wait, he picks up his beer. Wait, tequila?
Yeah, tequila sunset. How are the, high-concept, reality-based adventures proceeding?
I don't know, people tell me I'm a cop. I'm getting used to it.
It's good to hear that you're on top of things. Talking about used to, did you know that I used to be a real mover and shaker?
He thoughtfully picks at his shit-stained liquor jacket.
Sadly, things aren't going that well in Idiot Doom Spiral Land. Haven't found those keys yet, haven't won that great piece of ass back. No word from my business buddies.
What do you guys do around here?
We are saving...
Please, don't go.
Begs the man in the pipe.
Okay, we're drinking. We're drinking alcohol. That's what we're doing. I tried to save the world once, a long time ago, with enterprise, creativity, and willpower. But that didn't work out.
I don't really like this guy at all.
So now, it's a pirate's life for me.
See you later. Alright, once I get a Real 50, I'll be back. Also, let's have a drink. Get this Pilsner going. Okay, where to now? Should I check out the blasted out church? Or you know, I'm gonna quickly do a search here. 1 second. Okay, I am back. I figured out how to fast travel. Apparently it's like weirdly specific. You have to be in one of the 3 areas, and if you're standing exactly there on the map, then you can do it. So, it's given me reason to go to the church. Let's see if I understand this. Check the map. So the church, I am here. Which means I can travel here. Look at that. The power of Google. Getting it done again. And then after I'll send these letters, I'll go right back to the church. Sorry, this is the mailbox. The one I was petting earlier like it's a dog.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito, bullet holes, and an RCM sticker.
Drop in the white envelope.
You drop the white envelope in the darkness. It lands about a week's worth of mail as collected in there.
Let's go back to Everard. This better be worth it after what we did.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking, Kim. Sorry, Church, you'll have to wait. I want to see what Everard has to say for this work we just did for him. I do feel bad. I essentially tricked a blind woman into signing her death warrant, but you know, it's the cost of business. It ain't personal. I'm an ultra-liberal here after all. Maybe me and Everard agree on some things. How is there no fast travel point to Everard's, by the way? This is such a ball, like walking around all this way. Oh shit, can I pick up these bottles? Surely. Put the beer away for now, but I will keep an eye on it. Oh, here we go. I wish there was a take all button here. This feels sort of silly, but this will probably maybe put me over enough that I can get 3 real and then buy that blue spirit everyone's talking about. I love that I just casually heckled him down from 300 to 3. Likely just because he's wasted. Just taking advantage of that whole community, really. Don't go down there. Fuck, where is it again? Of course. Harbor into his makeshift crate house. Those makeshift crate, like, bar places really came together over lockdowns and stuff. Like Hatch in Manchester, if you're ever around, it's great, and it's just all made of crates. Or, of course, Freight Island, which isn't as great, but hey, what can I say? I used to work there. Alright, let's talk to this big fat bastard.
Mr. Dubois, every worker...
Every worker is a member of the board.
That's right, Mr. Dubois. I see the socialist democratic fervor now burns in your heart, too. How can I help you today?
It's done. I mailed the signatures.
The Golden Boy returns once more. Wonderful. Simply wonderful, Harry.
He claps his hands together like a child.
I already knew this. My friend, the mailman, confirms the letter is on its way. You've done a great thing today. You've given the children of Martinez a future and proven to be a true man of the left. I can finally trust you now.
Hell yeah. I'm in. And I got an extra point. I'm gonna wait to see if I need it in this conversation.
You're in my inner circle. You too, Mr. Kitsuragi. We can talk about anything. The strike, the murder, your lost gun, nothing is off the table.
Wow.
Hear that? You did it the honest way. You got the real signatures, and now he's happy. Well done.
I did what had to be done.
I don't know. Your dirty forgery fingers aren't sure if playing this one straight was the right thing to do. We would have preferred trickery, but the choice was yours, sire. As always. You are the liege, and you're in. Finally, answers. Ask away, son.
What was the fine print on the document I mailed? Did you order the hangman? Can I get my gun? That's the big one.
Harry, I've got to be honest with you. Your gun was found 2 days ago. Withholding this information weighed heavily on me. But it had to be done.
Where is it?
An old woman has it, and Let me tell you, Harry. Word on the street is she's a character, so watch out.
An old woman? Oh no.
This must be the woman who bought the gun from Roy. The one he described as terrifying.
So the gun's still with the woman who bought it?
Yes, the same one. I see you've done your research. The pawn shop made the gun easy to track. Crazy stuff, Harry. Selling your gun like that? Wild. Anyway... The neighbors of this old woman contacted my men because they trust me and the Debarders Union. Apparently, she was waving it around at the entrance to her building.
Waving the gun around doesn't sound good. None of this does.
She's waving it at people? So it's either got to be the old lady in the apartment or the whacked-out, druggy lorry driver. Who is this old woman?
Unfortunately, I don't know anymore. You're gonna have to go in blind, Harry. But she's an old lady. How dangerous can she possibly be? Oh, and she calls herself the Pigs.
The Pigs? What does that mean?
I, for one, find it refreshing. Finally, someone calls themselves a pig.
A smile flickers in the corner of his mouth.
As I said, she's a character. I didn't have time for details. It sounds like she's unstable, but don't worry. No one got hurt.
Unstable is good, actually. She will be easier to disarm.
Can you set up a meeting?
I already have. Tonight, starting 10 o'clock, near the old fish market on the coast. The one on the Boardwalk, a little past the fishing village. Be careful, Harry. I would never set you up for anything dangerous, but you did ask for this. Now, back to the fun stuff.
Wow. Okay, so I've never done that before. I've actually never retrieved my gun in this game. I'm very excited to do that. I wish I'd be able to get time to do it on this one, but it'll probably be the next playthrough. But let's continue with this piece of shit.
She will be there from 2200 hours till 0200 hours.
More fun stuff. Seems like we already have fun stuff to do.
Did you order the handman killed?
I did not, Harry. Although I am very, very glad he's dead.
What do you gain from that?
Why, a war, of course.
You piece of shit.
And what do you have to gain from a war?
Victory, Mr. Kitsuragi. I have victory to gain. We are going to start a war with the Wild Pines group and win before they even realize there is a war.
They've trained military people. Aren't you afraid for your men?
Harry, we outnumber them 1,500 to 1. And that's just Martinez. With all the unions in Revachol, and with public opinion on our side, we can hold off 2 men, or 15 men, or even 50 men.
Wow.
The more they send, the worse it's going to look for them. They made a huge mistake hiring those guys. No one likes foreign mercenaries. The leftists hate them, the fascists hate them, even the moralists think they're in bad taste.
Yeah, everyone hates them except ultra-liberals, actually, which happens to be me. Oh my god. I'm gonna say that.
You're not an ultra-liberal, Harry. Get the fuck out of here. Don't be a retard.
I was just connected to the strike.
Harry, there is no strike, only war. Class war. Or, in business terms, a dawn raid. Or wait, is that when you still pay them something? Because we won't do that. We're not going to give nothing. We're going to take Terminal B away from them. The roads, the gates, the containers, that big crane, even the damn coffee maker. We're going to take all of it for the people, and fuck Wild Pines.
Wow.
The word fuck rings like a gunshot from his mouth. He doesn't swear often.
Well, he did just before.
So that's why you haven't let Joyce in?
Yes. It's also why I let that midget Gaumont go. He's too nice. I can't put him through this. Plus, he knows how to get in here. That woman can't tell her tits from her asshole. She has no chance.
Well, now they both fully believe in me. Why are you telling me your plans?
Because we're friends, Harry. Besides, it doesn't matter now. You can go tell her if you want. It won't change the course of events. We have a significant head start.
Okay.
It's already happening.
How many of your guys are there in the Union?
2,372. Plus yours truly, of course.
How are you going to fund your new independent harbor?
Oh, you mean what sort of goods are going to be flowing through? How am I going to replace all the contacts we'll lose once the poo-poo hits the fan? The clients will ditch us. Harry, we've thought of everything.
Everything?
We've been running back channel negotiations with all the major clients. I think the company will be unpleasantly surprised to see how many of them stay loyal to Martinez and to the new competitive contracts we can offer. With renewed zeal sparked by communal ownership, the men will be shipping those containers double time. You'll be surprised to see how fast things go without parasites latching on. We'll have our hands free to pursue bold, exotic new revenue streams.
That's drugs.
Drug trafficking.
Drug trafficking?
Whoa.
Don't be stupid, Mr. Kitsuragi. There are perfectly legal, 100% ethical chemical factories on the Samaran Isola. You don't need to be colonialist about it. All they do is produce components to keep the pharmaceutical industry running. That's people's health we're talking about. Old grannies, little babes, people with disabilities.
This guy truly is just corrupt right through to the core.
Wow. A neurochemical. Psychoactive labor uprising stroke hostile takeover.
That's just the tip of the iceberg, though, isn't it?
The company thinks transporting these chemicals in bulk looks bad, has bad optics, may be illegal in some countries. The Debarders Union, however, we're all about the large volume column. We're going to transport the living daylights out of those materials, Harry. So your sick kid can get his benefit, and your wacky uncle doesn't have to come off risperazole.
It says he slams his fist on the desk once more. I wish it would actually show him. His hands are clearly behind his head.
And the kids on the street can get speed and pyrrolidon.
I'm an old-fashioned guy, Mr. Kitsuragi. I sometimes grab a beer with the boys, but I have no idea about the things you just mentioned.
Jeez.
But if I were to supply ingredients for some sort of rainbow party, I would make sure the Union took a fantastic share. And I'd keep that stuff far away from Martinez.
Makes sense to regulate it like this. Keeps it out of more dangerous hands.
Oh, Harry, you've misunderstood. I have no drugs in my hands. It's all far removed from me, like some half-remembered dream. Anyway, let's not focus on the sensationalism of the drug trade. This hypothetical drug trade is all anyone ever seems to be interested in. It would only be a small part of the harbor's turnover, just like the harbor is, but a small part of Martinez.
So is there a trade or isn't there? Now go
Let's
on.
look at the big picture. Martinez as a whole. There are little girls out there with dreams of making music. Young mothers who want to start businesses. Models who want to walk catwalks and steel welders who want to weld steel. I'm going to unite them all into one economic body. We're going to incorporate this place to Kingdom Come. Everyone's going to be in on the wealth, and everyone's going to pull their weight.
I mean, if it has the word incorporated, then I like it. I'm a money guy.
Yes, if you start thinking about it like that, the socialist municipal body sort of is like a corporation, isn't it? It uses corporate law. We're incorporated. We're way past specific union members now. This is the big time. We're talking about the future of Revachol here, Harry.
He doesn't realize my new name of Harrier.
You can bother Leonard with that. He loves to run his mouth on such matters. But I'm in big-time mode, Harry.
Okay, maybe I will talk to Leonard.
There's something different about him now. He's more vibrant, more alive in his big-time mode.
Wow. What was the fine print in the document I mailed? I have to know. How did we fuck these people over?
There was no fine print, Harry. But I do hope all that construction noise and limited street access encourages some people to move. After a year of that ruckus, who wouldn't?
Right.
Oops.
So we knew that.
The noise would do the trick. It'll be terrible.
And when they do, they will have a good place to go. I'm currently working on renovating the buildings near the roundabout into affordable workers' palaces.
He proudly spreads his hands to demonstrate the size of the palaces. They're very large.
So the village is doomed.
The lieutenant says grimly.
You were there. You saw the place. A wasteland. There's nothing left. But mark my words, officers. We are going to reset it. Reset. I have big plans for Martinez, and they do not include humans living in those pig sheds on the coast. That land will be used for municipal buildings and commerce.
What do you mean?
Harry, imagine a youth centre supermarket church complex, employing hundreds, no, thousands of people. The coast will be lit up with enterprise and life. All those ruins out there turned into low-income housing. Harry, enough is enough. We're taking this district back. The war was 50 years ago, for God's sake. It's time to move on.
Yeah, if even part of this is true, then why not?
I accept your salute, Harry. All of it is true. I've got the centre, I've got room for a retail complex, and in 4 years I'll get the church too. The wheels are turning, Harry. The wheels of progress. This post-war limbo, I won't stand for it. There are kids practically playing with their own feces out there. It cannot go on.
Oh man, I want to believe him. He's such a good bullshit artist.
The pain is true. He's seen kids do worse than that.
Sounds like you got this. You can rely on my vote, buddy.
Oh, I do, Harry. I really do. I'm gonna make the working man richer than Joyce Messier with that vote of yours. That's my job. Just like yours is to keep the peace.
A true flash of anger in him.
Great, Harry.
That's it
great.
for now.
I think we have truly built a bridge between Martinez and Jamrock today. We have united the RCM and the Debarders Union.
Suddenly there's a sadness in his tone.
This has been so great. I'm sorry we don't have more fun things to do together, but if you ever feel like bouncing something off me, my door is always open.
Just finished investigating the local drug trade. He's gonna know way more than me about this.
Ah, yes. Your side investigation. Thank you. You've got some spirit clearing up phony drug accusations alongside this murder. I'll talk to the mayor and see if I can get you the key to the city, Harry. Now let's talk real business.
He's so good at being condescending. It turns out the strikers are being served an alcoholic brew. I made it even stronger.
I don't know what that means, Harry, but I love it. I love your initiative. Knowing you're out there keeping things running lets me focus on the big picture stuff. Don't even tell me what was going on. Alcoholic brew, stronger, stopped it, strike. I'm just gonna let you surprise me, Harry.
Alright, I think I'm done with this guy for now. I will be able to meet that lady and get my gun back. But I did think he was going to give me another task or something to keep going. I hope he didn't and I'm not just missing it. Also, time to level up here. I haven't done this all run through yet, giving myself a point somewhere. You know, maybe I'm going to put my endurance, because I didn't like how low that got earlier. And I am constantly drinking. Although that lowers my morale. These are all minus morales. Except for the cigarette. I haven't had a cigarette in a while. Smoking and drinking. Is there a better combo? I ask you, world of YouTube.
Oh, hey, mister. I knew you'd be back to talk with old Leo here. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
I'm cutting this short.
Sure, mister. Absolutely. I'm always willing to help out nice fellows such as yourself.
Where is everyone?
Oh, most of the guys are down at the gates, keeping the scabs from coming in.
He leans in with a confidential
We're
look.
on a strike. The whole union is. You don't have to work when you're on strike. Ha! We haven't worked for 2 months now.
Oh, he's so proud.
So no one is working?
Not everyone is down there, of course. Mr. Evrard is in his office, where he always is. And Jean-Luc is guarding the gate.
He pauses to think.
But Titus and his boys got into some drunken trouble and Evrard sent them on a nice vacation. For a week or so.
What trouble did Titus get into?
Oh, I'm not really supposed to talk about that. That's union business.
He smiles and leans closer.
Him and his boys stirred up something in town. Probably drank too much and got into a fight or something. I heard Mr. Everett telling them to take some time off.
But what did they do?
I guess the boys got a bit too rowdy and had to let out some steam. I don't really know the details. That's just how boys are, you know. I haven't been in a fight since I was in middle school.
Easy, Leo. Let's keep this on the hearties.
Too rowdy, Leo. What kind of fight did they get into? Did they kill a mercenary?
Too late. Leo's mouth is still moving, and the words are spewing forth. Words, words, and look, even more words. This guy could go on till the end of days. Now he's talking about some drunk sawmill owner who... No, he already switched to a prized fishing rod he apparently owned at some point.
I want to ask.
Mr. Everett doesn't really want me to talk to people about union guys. But who did you want to talk about?
Mr. Everett himself.
I'd best not. I mean, I could, but I don't think Mr. Everett would like it very much. You better ask him yourself, mister.
Yeah. Tell me about this Edgar guy everyone keeps talking about.
Mr. Edgar is Mr. Everett's brother. He looks a bit younger, he does, but a very smart fellow. Very smart fellow indeed. He's away on some union business. Not even in Revershaw, they say.
Don't interrupt him.
All kinds of places he visits. Him and his brother both do when they're on a vacation. Right now, it's Mr. Everett's turn to look after the union. But last year he spent a whole winter in South Africa. Left with the first autumn rains and didn't come back before the trees were green again.
South Safari. A lot of bulk chemical manufacturing going on there. A lot of cargo shipments being made, too. The trade must have been lucrative for the trip to be so long.
Tell me about... I want to know Manana. He seems a bit, shady.
He's a union man through and through. Good guy. He's very calm, laid back, doesn't do much, talks to Everett sometimes. Honestly, I don't know what he does for us, but it must be important because everybody likes him.
That's the feeling I get.
Sure, mister. What?
I don't trust Manana. I think there's something up with him. Oh, nice to get that autosave in. Nice to be far from death. I'm gonna go probably for a good half hour here at least. Then I have to get out of here. Could I try this door again? I forget what's in here.
Before the cargo container. Its drawer has not lessened since you were last here. If anything, it seems to have grown slightly.
And that's with the benefit of a cigarette. So, no, I'm not getting in there anytime soon. What is this? Missed that somehow. Yeah, I'm never going to be able to get in there. I'm pretty sure I did last time. Because I was such a high intellect character, but my intellect's just too low in this game. It's tough. The game sort of forces you to really sacrifice a stat. Anything I missed in here?
The file cabinet stands steady as ever. Sliding out hundreds of, and the same materials being you already went through all the drawers.
I did. I thought maybe I missed something. Whatever. I love I just never have to speak to Measurehead for the rest of the game. Once you knock him out. Any news, Manana? Maybe he trusts me more after I've helped him.
Hola, Wandering Man. How can I help you?
No. He's just a character whose dialogue options just remain the same. For fuck's sakes. I remember this being annoying in previous run-throughs. This specific stairway. Humiliating. Oh, wait. While I'm here, I love how quick the loading times are, too.
The tear machine stand. Your bottles clunk in
120. Beautiful. I remember there's one more thing I can do in the whirling rags. I stole that bird earlier from the people who I basically made destitute today. Really just did a number on this family in general. But hey.
Can I help you?
Gart, I found a new bird for the whirling.
What is this thing?
The man takes the stuffed bird. It's no biggie, I just thought it would look nice on the wall. I'm that kind of cop.
What, the interior decorating kind? You know, I'm sorry. This is actually a nice bird. A competent piece of taxidermy.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, taking 3 days to do it.
I can fix it to the plaque and have a new bird in the establishment, I guess. So, I don't know. Thank you. I'm gonna go with thank you.
Oh, the ice is melting.
This was mostly about the fucking cardio. Massive cardio here. You'll live till 90, or you get a heart attack from running.
I feel good about our work here today. It's all about the little things, like bringing people random stuffed animals.
Perfect. Everyone's happy with the work we've done. Can I talk to this guy yet?
Again?
Did I raise
can't
anything?
believe this shit.
He might be wearing a disguise.
Nah. Are you wearing a disguise?
Yes, it's a hobby of mine.
Alright, fuck this guy. There's my gay pal. We're about to be part of the homosexual underground together. Sounds like sort of a good band name, actually. Maybe not, I don't know. Are there any tasks I forgot about? Oh, I never told the cleaning lady about the lady in apartment 10. So, that should not only get me a bit of experience to close up that quest line, but maybe I can get that creepy realtor lady out of that apartment, because frankly, I'm not a fan. And it is while I'm right here. And then I'll go back to the church, and maybe I think I'll wrap up the stream checking out the church. That'll be the last thing I have to do. Hopefully not having exhausted all the new stuff, but...
Give me a moment.
I didn't find any counterculture people in apartment 10. It was just a real estate agent setting up rooms for the new tenant.
I see. I hope some good people are finally going to move in. This place needs them.
Lax woman and sexual deviance, that who'll come and get spit. I'm sure everything will be fine. The apartment building needs slow change. No, radio computer wizards are coming. They're gonna save the place and the economy.
Oh, I do like wizards. And people like that in general. They have a lot to tell us about our fates.
She means clairvoyance.
I'm off. Okay, and she is gone, now that I've done that. Did she leave anything behind? I know I've already searched this room. I think probably 3 times now. Alright, well that was underwhelming. I thought maybe it was going to lead to something. Should I talk to Joyce while I'm here too? I'm sure I could sort of threaten her or brag to her.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with?
Oh right, I found my badge.
By love, you did.
She inspects it.
Fast, observantly, like an electronic printer.
Yeah, because she was withholding information from me.
Pleased to meet you, Lieutenant W. Freighter Dubois. I am glad to see a man of high qualification. The situation is precarious. What can I help you with, Lieutenant Freighter?
I've already talked to her about everything, though. It's too late. But hey, it was worth it for that 5 XP. I think I'm already... Yeah, not too far. I did 30 XP. Maybe if I complete a slightly bigger quest before we're done here. What a stupid fast travel system, by the way. I will criticize this game when it deserves it, and I mean, geez. One of 3 places, and you have to be standing specifically in the area to use the travel. You are here. But what do I want to travel? There we go. The church. Let's just go right there. Right to the church. It's not even Sunday. Look at me. Alright, I haven't walked in yet. Checking the surrounding area. You feel the shadow of the very large building fall on you. Man, I was just in Lisbon over the weekend, and the buildings, the giant buildings are like incredible. So wild, just beginning making something.
Heavy wooden doors,
you're
more
not
than
even gonna
twice
see it
your
when it's
height,
done.
stand shut in front of you. The rectangular sea-worn ornamentation appears in stark contrast to the padlock, carelessly drilled into the wood.
Inspect the staple.
The padlock passes through a staple that's been hastily attached to the wood. Closer inspection reveals that one of the screws is not a screw at all, but a nail. The work has been done recently and is unprofessional, to say the least.
Easy.
Should you want to get through, it might be easier to just pry the whole thing off.
Hell yeah.
Maybe we should circle the building first and look for another way. The building has seen enough mistreatment.
Should we start with that kick drum coming from the ice? I heard a sound before.
The pulsing base. A sure sign of junior delinquency. Somewhere east of here.
Sorry. I actually want to go inside the church. I already sort of decided this, Kim, so... As much as you might not want me to use the pry bar,
heavy wooden
I think I'm
doors,
going to
more
use the
than
pry
twice
bar.
your height, stand shut in front of you. You jam the pry bar between the lock and the staple and apply force. Your biceps bulge from the strain. The metal creaks and squeals. The pathetic old wood, rusty screws, and one. Suddenly, the pry bar snaps.
XP game.
Metal shavings fly everywhere. The upper half, between the lock and the staple, falls to the ground with a thunk.
Look at the broken tool.
The broken edge of the snapped pry bar is
No.
took the tip right off.
I broke the pry bar. Where do I get a new one?
I don't know. You don't? Or maybe we'll find a new one. I don't carry more than one pry bar with me. I thought this was a lousy way to enter a place of worship that's already in disrepair. I guess the church agreed.
Hey, fuck you, Kim. Wait, so it didn't even open it? Ah.
Nothing happened.
I don't think...
High above, the wind wraps the church in its... The
I don't
doors
care
remain
about shivers.
unchanged.
Shut up. So I thought at least I broke my pry bar, but at least I got inside. But no. That's terrible. What a waste of a good tool. Onto the rocks, let me guess. Some money. What a feeling. I am curious what'll happen to my guy when I try that weird blue spirits liquid that the guy has. Let me guess, more money? Yes. Keep it coming, please.
A shaggy-looking girl, in her late teens or early 20s, kneels on the ice with an electronic contraption in her hand. Hearing you approach, she looks up.
A cell? A shell?
Oh. Hello there.
Everyone knows drugs make you invulnerable to cold. You bet this one likes to party.
So you want to party?
What?
Say it louder, she might not have heard you over the wind. Do you want to party?
Yeah, I heard you. What do you mean by party?
Oh.
Yes. What do you mean?
I mean, we buy drinks and right there in the liquor store we get those bad boys in us, and then you tell me what we mean when we say party.
Thing is, I haven't said party.
You will be once you get those bad boys in you.
And neither have you. Had you let me in on the script of this play before you performed it, I could have gone along. As it stands, the entire line of questioning has been compromised. We have nothing left to do but hold this wiser play on your part, and to move on. Now, we have some questions for you.
Like what?
Kim's just not helping me out. What's that device you're using?
This is a portable recording device. It's for field recording. Low quality, but still.
And the wires?
Actually, just one wire. I picked on it till the braiding came loose. The wire leads to a contact microphone.
What's a contact microphone?
A contact mic records sounds from inside things, like this ice.
Your mangled brain would like you to know there is a boxer called Contact Mike.
What the fuck? What's contact mic mean? What am I supposed to do with this?
No idea.
Does this have anything to do with contact mic?
Yeah, I record stuff with it.
No, I mean the boxer. What the fuck?
No. This is a contact microphone. It's for recording inside solid objects. Contact mic just beats people up.
That's not fair. And an understatement.
He doesn't just do that, he's a role model. You should try to be more like Contact Mike, a successful athlete and an inspirational figure.
Man, you are one weird cop.
This isn't about me.
What is it with you and this Mike guy?
She pauses. The question is rhetorical.
Okay. If it floats your boat, I'll be more like Contact Mike and less like me.
Yes, that does indeed float my boat.
Uh-huh. Good on you.
So bizarre. The game, like, really goes out of left field with stuff like that sometimes. Where'd you get it from?
Same place I got the recorder from. The Palaceum.
What's the Palaceum?
Oh, man. You haven't been to the Palaceum? It's the coolest place in this whole drug-addled shithole. It's a music club and a synthesizer workshop on Boogie Street in Jamrock. Musicians live there, like real musicians. I once saw Arno van Eyck.
Sounds like a place for congregating homosexuals.
Yeah, there might be some. I don't think they look down on the homosexual underground there. The Palaceum's not that kind of place.
I'm gonna have to go. Don't get me wrong, I'm all for it. Oh no, you completely misunderstood me. I might be homosexual myself.
Oh. Well, good for you.
Yeah, about that Arno guy you mentioned.
Oh, yeah. I guess even with your modern take on sexuality, you wouldn't be in the Van Eyck demographic.
I get down.
I don't know what that means.
I grind.
Is that some kind of term for the homosexual underground?
It means I'm hit beyond my years. I'm not sure, but I have concrete evidence that I rock. Neither do I. I have no idea what I'm talking about. Get down, grind. It means I'm hit beyond my years.
That's cool.
You're right. Time has deserted me.
Sucks, man.
Oh, fuck.
Was there something else? About the contact mic, perhaps?
I actually had some non-mic questions.
Okay.
What are you doing out here?
Recording, I guess.
And what are you recording?
I think I'm recording cracks in the ice. But there's no way to tell. Not without headphones. I think I just recorded your footsteps too.
What happened to the old headphones?
What happened to the old ones?
My boyfriend sold them.
What for?
I don't know, man. Things. Just stuff you need for life.
That's sad.
A lie. They were probably pawned off for something suspicious.
And what are these recordings for? The cracks, the footsteps?
The musicians in the Palaceum used them for making music. They looped the stuff, cutting the tapes together. They make music out of cracks in the ice and keys jangling. Crazy sounds like that. It's hard to explain.
That sounds like so pretentious and shitty.
Anyway, I thought I'd make some too. It's supposed to be, like, a music place anyway. I don't really know what I'm doing. They use synthesizers too. I don't have a synthesizer.
The sharp drop in endorphins is almost visible. Like a warm blanket has fallen off her shoulders. The wave of chill. The quivering jaw. Indications.
Sorry. Didn't mean to yawn into the microphone there.
She's
high?
on some kind of stimulant. Amphetamine or methadone. And its effects are wearing off fast.
Wow.
She will begin to experience more and more valleys now. And fewer peaks.
It turns out I was right about her this whole time.
Take this, your call.
The lieutenant takes off his jacket.
No, man, fuck that, I'm cool. I'm sorry I said that. I'm sorry about the fuck.
It's okay.
Give her your hat. You need this more than I do?
Thanks.
Wow. I gave away my Dick Mullen hat. I didn't really think that would happen. Oh, jeez.
Go ahead.
The tape recorder lies on the ice like a discarded toy. Pick it up. I want to know her name first. Maybe that'll increase my chances.
Estelle.
Her hair is dyed blonde, with dark roots showing. There's a coarseness to her features, some masculinity below that timidness.
Estelle who?
Okay, it's Berger.
No, that didn't help at all. Fuck. And it's raised. My empathy is so shitty. Maybe I should raise that the next time I get a level. Which is soon. It's just under a third. It's closer to a quarter, but fuck it. Let's roll the dice.
The device is cold to the touch. An angular Omicron low.
Okay.
Alright, see you later, Estelle. Can I raise my empathy? Try one more time. This will put my psych up. Do a little drugs. And... empathy. Didn't I have sunglasses? That'll do it. Hit the drugs. Let's try one more time here.
Hello again.
Oh, what? Well, that was a waste. Fuck. I should have done that before. Yellow moss on the stones. I'll have to come back if I actually raise my empathy with a point or something. Maybe have time for one more interaction here. I don't think I'm getting into the church today, but I do think I'll meet the guys who have access to the church. Did I learn a new thought yet? No. Ring of the Law, the Lawjaw, the Litany of Contact Mike. It's so bizarre. That would be a cool name for a boxer, actually. Contact Mike. All these logs got a little something hidden in them. Full beer. Yeah, might as well. Kim puts his hand to his head in that moment. The drawbridge, it can only be lowered from the other side. Even more money. I found nearly 10 real just like on the side of the road here. Oh, I found it. Pole screwed to the ice. See, I might as well knock this down while I'm
A pane
here.
of Eternite has been planted into the snow. 2 poles are holding it up. Barely holding it up. It could
push it over.
The pane falls into the icy snow with a soft thunk.
Nice. The Elden Ring player in me right now knows to lower the ladders when you can. Open up the paths. Alright, what's going on in this tent here?
The tent is just tarpaulin fabric covering a pile of stuff. The flap is open. Inside, 3 young men are listening to some new form of music. It's like nothing you've ever heard. One of them looks at you.
Come on, get in and close the flap behind you. The warm stuff's getting out. Sorry.
Okay, I'll
you barely
squeeze
have
in.
room for one.
Wow, he looks like Rick from Rick and Morty.
You go ahead. I'm too old for this.
I'm actually not, he thinks. I just dislike delinquents.
I'm sure you will
Wow.
feel right at home. I'll keep watch.
Yeah, Kim's right. I'm walking into this place drunk, high. on cigarettes already. Smells like sweat and laundry detergent, plus a trace of ether. Poopus to lime, strange fluids. Oh man, how good is this music? Pile of nasal sprays, brand name Nosafed Ultra.
You see a youngish man bleaching the tips of his hair with a toothbrush. He puts the toothbrush down and extends his hand in greeting.
It's Lisa Simpson here, actually.
Hello, I'm Andre. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Shake his hand.
His grip is
I'm
strong,
not above anyone.
sweaty, and warm. He's trying to project and inspire confidence.
This is my posse, Noid.
The young man with earrings looks at you suspiciously.
And Egghead. Egg!
Egghead, wow.
Together with a Settle Burger, who's out there right now, doing some seriously progressive sonic experimentation, we like to think of ourselves as music venue organisers.
Wait, how many music venues have you organized?
We have many in the pipeline, officer. You see, we've been all over Jamrock North, prospecting for real estate to establish a new venue in.
Sounds like a Firefest type of guy.
Also for talent.
Also for talent. I love Egghead.
Thank you, Egghead. And while there is no shortage of raw, unfettered talent spinning tapes in Jamrock, we've had rotten luck with the real estate part.
Place is a shithole.
I apologise for my friend Noid's potty mouth. I realise this is not how you speak to a police officer. He has authority issues.
No need.
Which brings me to the
I'm your
problem
friend.
of occupied ecclesiastical property. I bet you've noticed the derelict hive of narcomania on the coast.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the church. And I'm not exaggerating. Even a place of spiritual refuge can become a magnet for all sorts of dopeheads and burnouts if left unattended.
What's he trying to say?
Dopeheads! Burnouts!
He angrily spits on his screw, then starts cleaning it.
Well, I'm sad to say, that's exactly what happened. Sad because we were just about to put Martinez on the map with one of the maddest dance clubs in Jamrock. Nah, strike that. In Revachol. Strike that! The world! And sadder yet, because the dopeheads and burnouts holed up in there were the worst kind.
He leans back a little, watching you with a steady, serious gaze, letting you imagine just how bad those dopeheads and burnouts really are. Good. This calls for an opinion. You're an expert in those.
I don't know, I'm a bit of a dopehead myself.
Oh, if it was just like that, it would be fine. But they're also spooky.
What do you mean spooky?
I was hoping you would be the judge of that, officer. All I can say is, their spookiness is the kind that keeps us from restoring this church into a community centre and a place of spiritual refuge.
So there's spooky dopeheads in the church that they want me to clear out.
Also, they don't eat or clean the building. Shit's gonna collapse.
Oh, wow.
People just want to spin tapes without them spooking it up. Place has bad signs. No one can dance like that. Thank you, Egghead. So you're gonna look into it, right? It should be a police matter.
I'll look into it. Get me the task.
Man.
Andre's obviously very happy you
Do
took
they
it
have a
seriously.
key? Did you put the padlock
Yes.
on?
I asked Noid to install a measure against more drifters wandering in. It's a temporary fix, just something to contain the situation.
I had to do it in an hurry. Not my best work, but it should hold for a while.
I need the key.
Of course. Noid.
All right.
Reaction. Be the cool cop. Catch the key as it flies towards you. I mean, my reaction speed's pretty good. Come on.
It's as if time has frozen somehow. You think you can sense the key moving in the air. Yeah. This is going to be
96 and I get a fail? Are you kidding me? Fuck's sakes.
Blam! Straight in the eye.
Wow.
Straight in the old eye orb. In the looking ball. Man,
That is fucked.
It's nothing. Pick the goddamn key up. Put it in your pocket and move on.
I'm getting too old for this. Where were we? I'm gonna move past this.
He looks like he's genuinely sorry he didn't throw them better.
As always, we'll be right here. Wait.
Alright. Maybe I'll quickly pop my head in the door of the church. Or no, actually, I think maybe it's a better place to leave off. Because now I have a way to kick off the next one. I've talked to the whack jobs in the church. I can instead call this a day, call this a stream. Thank you for the people that were watching throughout, that commented during the chat. That was fun. And if you're watching on YouTube, please leave your thoughts in the comments. What do you think I should do next? Do you like this ultra-liberal path I'm going with Everard? Do you think I'm doing the right thing? Any wardrobe changes you want? Do you want me to get closer with Kim? Maybe play another board game, read some books? Any thoughts in the comments? And again, at FunnyJordanD on Instagram and all the other social media platforms. Thanks for anyone who's watched thus far, and we'll see you next time with Disco Elysium. Let's play.